Guys, can you hear my voice? If you do, please let me know in the chat box. And yeah, so yeah, this is a deadline stream. This is the game week 15 review. This is game week 16 preview, captainship, everything in a single video. So yeah, I don't have particularly planned a lot about this stream, right? I'll just go with the questions. I'll just talk about my team. I'll just talk about my transfers. Maybe talk about the free hit in game week 18, and maybe also talk about the double game week, 19, everything. Let's see what happens. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you Sushant, Mohammed, Meshal, Vignesh for joining. Uh, so yeah, I'll get to the chat box in a while. But yeah, this is what my team looked like in game week 15. And yeah, Salah blank. So yeah, I think the game week could have been better, right? So I don't know, like West Brom kind of did play good, right? The way they played, I think they deserve something there. And Matip getting injured again, I think I kind of dodged a bullet. If you watched my stream last time, I almost brought Matip in my team because Kufal had a baby, so I thought Kufal would not play, but he did. Still not a big return, but still, I think not having Matip in my team kind of helped me out. Still, yeah. So yeah, I had 53 points, right, above average, but still not good enough. I think my defenders, like, I was not happy. Like until Cresswell and Kufal played, I was pretty confident I would have somewhere like, I don't know, 60 70 points, right? And like Cresswell, Kufal, I just did not like the way that West Ham played that game. Like I don't know why they were not attacking. They approached the game so negatively, right? Both West Ham and Spurs, they approached the game so negatively. They are just not attacking enough. And Bowen, yeah, and I had this conversation with one of our viewer. He was talking about Bowen, and I think we should wait on Bowen. I think he's not particularly a bad player individually, right? But the way that Moyes kind of set his team last game week, I think that did not help Bowen at all. So I think don't make any rash decisions. I still have one transfer. As you guys know, I'm going to use my free hit in game week 18, and I'm going to use my bench boost in game week 19. So I'm trying to stack up players with the double game week players in my team. So I think Bowen might be there, may not be there. I'm not sure yet, but I'm saving my transfer for this week. Because I don't want to make any rash decision because I just don't know the player that I want to bring in right now. It might be James, and I'll also show you one of the team that I've been kind of playing around with because I think I might want Rashford and Fernandez in there too. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna make any hurried decision as I said. So Chris Grealish is one of the players. Is like I don't know. I don't know if I want him. I don't know if I want to get rid of him because he's a very important part. Yes, but I would want some more from him because like he is super involved in the team, right, in the game, but still he's not scoring or assisting, and that is what I want personally from my FPL player. So yeah, we'll get into that, all that good stuff, right? But firstly, I think I'll get to some of the questions in the chat box. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining first. uh Vignesh says, hi bro. Thank you Vignesh for joining in. I have sent my team on the Insta. Would love to hear your thoughts live. I have one free transfer. So yeah, if you want your team to be reviewed, right, you can send it in the Instagram. The link is in the description and also given on the screen, the username. So yeah, feel free to do that. uh this will take a little while. So Vignesh. mm. So this is what Vignesh team looks like for now. So yeah, Vignesh, I would want to know what is your plan going ahead. I'm sorry, I you might have told me, but I kind of not might not remember, right? So, is it that you are using the dog in game week 19 or 18? What are your plans? I'd want to know that. I hope you guys can see the team, right? So this is what the team looks like. Yeah. So you have one transfer. Vignesh, please write it in the chat box. What is your plan? I might not remember. I'm very sorry about that. Are you using any kind of chip in game week 18 and 19? That will help a lot. Please do write it in the chat box. So Zuma Dallas for now. Yeah, and about that, Reece James and Chilwell. Like I don't know. Like I'm pretty sure there was mind games from Lampard, right, which did not work at all. And I don't know. It just kind of backfired, I guess. I was pretty sure that they would return to the team soon, Reece James and Chilwell, but not like this. So I'm sorry if I suggested anyone to get rid of Reece James or Chilwell, right? That was like kind of, I don't know, it just happened. So these kind of mind games are happening a lot, but still it kind of failed for Lampard, I guess. Uh, yeah. So Vignesh, I'd want to know what. Please write in the chat box what you are trying to do with your team in game week 18 and 19. And yeah, I'll get to everyone's question. So please don't worry. Just feel free to write your questions in the chat box. No matter what, until the deadline, I'll get to everyone's question. I'll try and do that. Of course, I'll get to that. So as of now, the teams look good, right? Fernandez, Salah, Son, and about Son and Kane. Now, my initial thought was you have to have at least Son or Kane, right, in your team, because like, come on, they have been so attacking. But what I saw in what I've seen after that Spurs lost to that Liverpool team, I think they Mourinho has kind of lost his plot. It just looks like that. I don't know, he's just not attacking enough, right? And as I said, the West Ham and Spurs, both of them approached the game so negative way. I just didn't like it. Like, I have a lot of money, and I think it's now 3 games straight that Kane has blanked, and I'm kind of having second thoughts, right? So let's see. My other another worry for this game week is I'm probably sure you have the captain options of maybe Salah or Kane. My two choices are easily Salah and Kane for captainship this game week, right? So I've thought of Kane and Son, but still, let's see what happens. Vignesh says I'm planning to remove DCL to Vardy. Free hit in 18, bench boost in 19. DCL to Vardy. Okay, if you are thinking of that, DCL to Vardy, it is an improvement. Now, one of the thing about Vardy is, as I said, injury, right? The injury, he's super injury prone, and one of the reason I did not bring Matip also in my team because of the injury issue, right? And he got injured last night, so that can easily happen to Vardy too. So if you are fine with that, maybe bring him already, right? But still, Vardy is not a bad player at all, not a bad player at all. So no problem with that. Free hitting on 18, so that's what I'm doing too. Bench boosting on 19. Okay, so that means Nyland, you have one transfer, right? Mitchell, price has dropped. It kind of looks already fine, right? So it's between Nyland and Mitchell. So I think now going into the forward, I mean upcoming game weeks, you will have at least two transfers left, right? Vignesh, you will have two transfers left. So those will be off for Nyland and Mitchell for sure. Because don't remove players who are already playing. I'm probably sure if you are now removing Calvert-Lewin for Vardy, that means you'll be taking a hit. I personally also will be taking a hit of -4, I guess. I'm not sure yet. If I want to remove Grealish, I'll have to take a hit of -8. I'll talk about that in later about my team. But for this team, I think now if you have one transfer for game week 16, for game week 17 you'll have another. So you'll have two transfer. So that means in game week 18 you'll be using a free hit, that means no transfer, so you'll have to take a -4, Vignesh, if you want to remove Calvert-Lewin for Vardy. So if you have the money, I think it's about time you take off Nyland and Mitchell, right? So maybe for Nyland, now one of the things that I also kind of noticed is what commentator said last night in the game was that Johnston is the keeper that has the most saves in the Premier League this season. I did not know that stat at all. So I was kind of baffled why people were going for Johnston, right? The West Brom keeper. Like, he had pretty good performance against Liverpool last night. So yeah, one of the thing about Johnston is I think for 4.5 value, he's the only player left. Now his price is also increasing soon. He's almost 4.6. So if you are one of those who is trying to get Johnston, maybe before his price rise, get him already. Because after that, there are no 4.5 goalkeepers. I kind of checked out, right? Because I also want a keeper for the double game week, and like it looks like Johnston is the last one left for 4.5 price. So yeah, if you want to get hands on him, get hands on him already because his price is rising. And for Mitchell, now you already have Dallas, Diaz, Zuma. So Taylor is one of the option, Vignesh, right? If you are removing Calvert-Lewin next game week, probably. I think this there has been some kind of talk about maybe Vardy might be rested, for this game week. I don't know. Like, I also personally think Kane also might be, because Kane played full 90 minutes last midweek in the Carabao Cup, and yesterday also he played full 90 minutes, and he kind of looks tired, So that might happen. So Vardy also, I wouldn't be surprised if Vardy gets, I don't know, rotated or kind of bench, right? So yeah, just keep that in your mind before bringing Vardy in. And injury, there's always injury risk with Vardy too. So yeah, as I said, Vignesh, I think changing your defender, Mitchell, to someone is probably a good choice. Nyland to probably McCarthy or Johnston. That's what you're going to do. Fine with that. And now it's about Mitchell. Just change Mitchell to Taylor. Maybe my personal choice is Taylor. You already have Kufal, so I don't think you want to go for Cresswell because you already have Diaz and Zuma. I think that's probably a little more expensive than I would go, right? So yeah, the defense looks fine. I think Mitchell to Taylor wouldn't be that bad of an idea. Or if you are not bringing a McCarthy in your keeper, in Nyland's place, if you are not bringing McCarthy, go for maybe Walker Peters or Bednarak or these kind of players. Okay, so yeah, I think for Mitchell, maybe Bednarak or maybe a Southampton defender, or maybe Taylor. That is my choice. And for Nyland, maybe if you are not going for Bednarak or Kyle Walker Peters or these kind of players, go for I'm sorry, go for Johnston or McCarthy. Those two are your options, Vignesh. So yeah, if there's anything more you want to talk about, please feel free to write in the chat box. Like, we have enough time today. So Mohammed says, hello, Salah blank. Yeah, it was such a bad one. Like, Salah, I did not look as involved. Like, Mane should have at least, like, he could have easily scored a hat trick in that game, you know. Easily. Like, Mane should have scored that something. And Robertson looks so good, you know. He just looks so good. I'm so sad I don't have the money, right? And I have to play the bench boost. Because if I could bring in any Liverpool player from that team right now, it's obviously Robertson. Yeah, they might not keep a clean sheet now since there's no Matip now. Maybe Williams or Phillips or these kind of youngster might play. Not sure who, but still, the Robertson just looks too good. And I don't know, Trent kind of looks lazy. You know, just he just does not look as hungry as Robo does. Like, Robo looks like a maniac. So if you are one of those thinking about bringing in Robo, do it. Why not? I think he's looking too good. The amount of crosses that he's putting in, like, insane. It's insane. So yeah, Susan says, terrible as always. Yeah, mine too. 40 points before Spurs game and 49 after. Need to get rid of these defensive minded Spurs players. As I said, yeah, Susan, I do agree with you. I'm also kind of now reconsidering if I want Bowen in my team for double game week or not. Like, as I said, Bowen is not a bad player, but the way that Moyes approached the game, you know, I have no idea. If his opponent was like Chelsea or Man City or Liverpool, this kind of team, I would be like, yeah, you have to defend, like, you have to, you know, they are big teams, they are good attacking side. But Brighton, why are you like defending against Brighton? That's just not a good mindset, you know. Like, they are not as threatening as those big teams. So I don't know why he approached the game that way. So that kind of backfired for the West Ham side. So, but still, as I still do think Bowen is a good choice. Susek, like, what a legend, right? So maybe I might even get Susek instead of Bowen. So I just don't know. There's just so less time to decide. So I'm not making my moves this week. I'm just saving my transfer. Yeah, one of the disadvantages of not making a move this game week is that the price increase, you know, it's increasing. And if you are on a tight budget for the plan for a game week 18 or 19, you know, you can just miss your dream team, may I say, just because of zero point 0.1 or 0.2, that kind of value. So that is one of the disadvantages of not making a quick or getting hands-on player early. But still, I'm kind of undecided, you know. I think I might want Rhys James if he keeps on playing. Now let's see what happens, right? Because as I said, if I am bringing any player for my double game week strategy, I want that player to play both the games. So Rhys James can easily be replaced with Aspi, you know, that can easily happen. So let's see what happens. If Rhys James looks nailed on, I think I have one last defender I have to bring in my team. That might be Rhys James in my team. So Sushant, yeah, if the captain blanks, I think it's easily always very bad game week. You know, if the captain does good, like, yeah, it's always easily a very good game week. So Mohammed says, same. My team also sent. I'll look at the team for Mohammed. So also my Instagram. One thing I did notice is a lot of managers are kind of planning ahead for the double game week 19, but no one is like, I don't see most of them planning for the game week 18, you know, the blank game week. This No one is kind of too concerned about that, because I think a lot of managers are kind of gonna free hit in that game week, right? Yeah, that's what I think. So yeah, about the free hit, what I'm planning is, if you are one of those planning to use your free hit in game week 18, I think I personally will just go live and make a free hit team in live stream. So that's what I'm planning. So yeah, if you are one of those, please feel free to join the stream on now. It will be not now, it will be in the before game week 18 deadline, right? So yeah, I'll let you guys know, but my plan is to just go live and just make a team with you guys. So yeah, let's see if I'm not busy or anything, we'll do that. So that's just a plan for now. So this is what Mohammed's team look like. Mohammed says, McCarthy, what is the plan, Mohammed? What are you planning to do? Let me just check in the chat. I'm free transfer game week 13 or for double. Game week 15 players and bench boost, and game week 18 free hit. I'm doing free transfer for game week 13. So I'm sorry, Mohammed, please. what are you doing in game week 18 and 19? Please, I would like to know that, right? 15 bench boost and game week 18 free hit. Game week 18 free hit. So are you using a bench boost in game week 19? Is that what you? It looks like that you are doing that. Your team is already set, to be honest. If you have transfer, I don't know what you want to do with this team, because maybe you Mohammed, please do write in the chat box what you are doing in game week 18 and 19 specifically. And I'm pretty sure you have used your wild card. So, Son captain, Dallas Justin, Marshall. Yeah, Marshall is another player, right? Now, one player that I'm kind of thinking is Marshall. Marshall and Rashford. I'd want to get hands on one of them. I think I would go for Rashford because there's no place for Marshall in my team. Like, I already have Bamford, who is on penalties now too, so there's no way I'm getting rid of him. And now another player is I have Kane, so the good fixtures are after finally coming in. So maybe not don't touch any, don't do anything with Kane, right? And I have Calvert-Lewin, who just looks irreplaceable right now because of the price point that I got him in, right? So if you are bench boosting in the game week 19, Mohammed, like, this team already looks set. You already have Kufal, Suchek, James, Martinez. Now, as I said, James is one of the players I'd want to get, but I'd want to know if James is ready to play or not, right? So I'll see. Yeah, but the team looks fine to me. Adams fine. I don't have a lot of news about Ings. Is Ings fine? I don't think Ings is ready yet. Let me just check already. But still, yeah, Ward Prowse is in my team because of one of those things, you know. So Ings, Vestergaard, Redmond, doubts for Fulham. So not sure if they start. Yeah, Redmond, Vestergaard. Yeah. Still, like, if there's no Ings, I think Ward Prowse is automatically a very good choice. You know, like, yeah. So if you're one of those, Ward Prowse, just game week 18 free hit and game week 19 bench boost. A lot of them are doing that. So yeah, as I said, I'll go live stream on game week 18. We'll make the team live. So yeah, do join that. For now. So yeah, I think you already have, like, you still will have 2 transfers left, right? I mean, what would you want to do? Madison, yeah, I think it's fine. Hope Madison does not get injured, right? He's one of those players who can easily get injured. Adams fine, Marshall fine. The team looks fine to me. Justin, maybe you can play around with Justin, because I don't feel like Leicester are the one of the best side, right? Dallas is fine, McCarthy fine, Martinez, James. Yeah, the team looks fine. I don't know. I just don't see anything you need to change, right? Unless some kind of injury happens. Like, yeah, if you are one of those using the bench boost for game week 19, maybe you can look at this team and get some ideas. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't see anything you need to change here. I just don't. Unless some injury happens, as I said. Maybe you can play around with Justin if you want to, but I just don't think you have any transfer that you have to do right now, Mohammed. If there's anything you are planning, I'd want to know, but still, I just think this team is ready for game week 19. Yeah. So yeah. Where was I? Meshal says, hello, my team is Martinez, Robo. Now, okay, Martinez is playing against Martinez Chelsea. Okay, so yeah, Martinez has been returning such good points, right? I think it's time he stops returning those. The run of fixtures are kind of getting difficult now, right? Chelsea, Man United, Spurs, and now the returns have been pretty good since here, right? It's been very good, but like, the caliber of opponents is gonna change in the upcoming days. So that is one thing I'm kind of worried about for Martinez, right? But still, there are always save points for him. He has looked very good, you know, as of recent. So let's see what happens. But there's no way I'm changing Martinez. But one thing is about Grealish, as I said, now he is consistent, but the fixtures are turning. So let's see what happens. So yeah, Misal says, my team is Martinez, Robo, Dallas, KDB, Son, Salah, Bruno, Klitsch. Now, Klitsch is like, I don't know, he's kind of now a liability now because he does not take a penalty. Like, Jorginho is the same. Like, I don't know why he missed that, how he missed that. He always misses a penalty. I think it's about time, right? So yeah, Klitsch is also maybe one of the players. It's about time to move on if he does not take penalty. Now, I don't know if Bamford is the official penalty taker in that Leeds team, right? I'm not very sure about that. If he is, if that is the situation, I think it's about time Klitsch to leave the team. And Adams, who should I cap, Bruno or Salah? Thanks. I was on 62 points, then West Brom scored, but I'm a City fan, so it's good. Yeah, it's fine, Misha. Yeah, thank you for the question. And I think for Bruno and Salah, the way that the consistency of Fernandes is like undeniable right now, and the way that Wolves are playing right now, Like yeah, and one of the if you are one of those managers trying to bring in Neto or Podence and you are confused, just go for Neto. I guess as of recent performance, like Neto was too good last game. Like I did saw that match, right? He was too good. Neto looked very good. The pace, the dribble, the everything, right? So yeah, Neto might be one of those players you might want to get in. And one of the thing that FPL show kind of put out was now Neto has more points than De Bruyne. So I don't know. I've not checked yet, but that was one of the thing I kind of got in the FPL show statistics. So yeah, what was I talking about? I'm sorry, I got off track. But yeah, Adams, Bamford, fine. Maybe improvement in the forward. Maybe a kind of a premium player, right? Glitch, Bruno, Son, Salah, Dallas, Diaz, Robo, Martinez. It looks fine. Diaz maybe not. He won't get rotated, and there might be some rotations for Everton and Southampton also in upcoming days. So don't be surprised if important players get rested, right? Uh, Diaz against Everton seems fine to me. No problem with that. Robo, let's hope they don't concede. Newcastle looks fine to me. And yeah, Wilson was rested, right? I guess. So Bruno, yeah, the team looks fine to me. Captain should be. I think you should go for captainship for Salah. I think now the thing about Salah and other captainship choice is now although Salah does not have a good game week, right? Although he does not return a point, he always looks super hungry to me. Now you just compare Kane. Now, as I said, for me, two captainship choice. Now let me just go to my team for now. This is what my team looks like for this game week, right? So yeah, if you are please new, if you are please subscribe. If you are new, please subscribe to the channel. That will help a lot. And do drop a like if my channel is helping you. Yeah. And what I'm trying to say, this is what my team looks like. So I'm now it's between Kufal and maybe one of these Calvert-Lewin, Grealish, and Ward-Prowse, right? These kind of players. Now I did not, as I said, West Ham was not the very best team last night. I did not like the way they approached the game, right? But still, I can't bench Cresswell because of his set piece duties, obviously, right? And I bought Taylor for specifically these two games, so there's no way I'm benching him either, right? So Sheffield, Fulham, both of them plays for me. So I think I think I'll just bench Kufal. Like Southampton are good attacking side, although they did not score last game. Still, they are a very good attacking side, and can bench Grealish and Calvert-Lewin. Like they are the talisman for that team. So nah, I'm not. I think this will be my team. And about yeah, what I was talking about the captaincy. Now for my team, I think I would consider Salah and Kane as the captainship choice. I'm not saying Fernand is not a good choice, right? The way that he is been returning points is like this is insane, right? But still, I think the opponent wise, like playing against Wolves and playing against Newcastle is like completely different thing. That's what I personally think, right? Like Wolves are not the same team of last season. I don't know why, but still, I think the caliber of opponent is like comparatively, you know, differentiable between the Newcastle and Wolves. So I think that is one of the reason I think Salah is the player that should go for. And as I said, for my team, Salah and Kane were the two options for my captainship choice, right? If you are also one of those thinking of captaining Kane, I see no problem there. Or even Son. If you are thinking of Son, I don't see a problem there. But the thing about Kane is, if you watched that game last night, he was super duper tired and laggy. He did not look good with the ball or without the ball. He just did not look good at all. He just looked tired, you know. That guy needs a rest, and it, as I said, he plays 90 minutes in the Carabao Cup. He played 90 minutes last game, so I wouldn't be surprised if he kind of gets, I don't know, rotated or something. But still, the team can't function. You know, the Spurs can't function without Kane. So I don't know. That is one of the reasons I don't want to captain Kane because of how I don't know uninterested he looks. I won't say uninterested, but still he just looks tired. As I said, he just looks exhausted, and that's not with Salah. Salah just he always looks hungry. You know, although he does not have a good game week, he always looks hungry. And against that Newcastle side, who is not doing good at all, I think I'll just leave on Salah. That is so that is my justification for captaining Salah this game week and not Kane. It's not that I've not thought about captaining Kane, and I also did last night actually, but I think I kind of changed my mind after the performance that Kane had. I mean, entire Spurs team had, you know, against Wolves. So yeah, Michelle, I think you should captain Salah. I don't see a problem. I don't see captaining Bruno also a problem, right, Michelle? But still, I personally, I think I'll just leave it on Salah because of how hungry he looks, and he blanked. I think it's gonna come soon now. So James says, James, thanks so much for joining in. Always appreciate it. Thank you, James. Mike says, best option for Grealish. Now, unless I'm changing Grealish to a premium choice, right? Mike Green. Now my option is my problem for Grealish is why I want to get rid of Grealish is because I'm kind of trying to fill out these Kilman, Bissouma, and Foster, these kind of players for the bench boost in game week 19. So I need some money, right? It's not that I need it. I do have enough money, but still, if I can have enough more money to use it, then I can change Grealish to Son, Grealish to Rashford for game week 19. So it's tricky, Mike. Like until this game week 18 and 19 is over, I can't generalize, the best option for Grealish, the best option for, I don't know, War Prowess, the best option for Calvert-Lewin. I can't generalize. It depends on what you are planning for game week 18 and 19. So it depends on that. So I'd want to know that in the chat box, right, Mike? So for Grealish, I think if you are improving on him, right, if you are going for a more expensive player, like I'm pretty sure you're not going for the most premium players like Mane 12.2. Like I don't think you have that kind of money. But if you can add 2 million or something, go for Son and Rashford. That's what I would suggest, because I also want to do that, right? But if you can't go for Son and Rashford and still want double game week player, Mike Green, I think you should go for Mount or Madison, right? Because Mount is playing full 90 minutes and he's on set pieces, right? And Ziyech won't return for I think double game week. I don't know yet, but still Lampard can do anything. I'm not sure, but according to what I read, Ziyech might not be returning for the double game week. And yeah, for Grealish, if you want to go for an expensive choice, go for Son and Rashford. A little cheaper, go for Mount and Madison. Even cheaper, go for Bowen or Suchek or Rafinha. So those are the options. So I gave you the options, Mike. So choose from them. I don't know what kind of price range you want, because this is kind of a vague kind of question. So yeah, I'd want some more detail. I think Mike Green. Kailash says hi. Thank you, Kailash, for joining in. Thank you so much. MSK says, in game week 17, should I take a minus hit to get in Reece James? Let me just check. Transfers. Should I take James and Johnston for Stair and Mitchell? And then is it worth to take another minus in game week 19 to bring in Vardy and Rashford for KDB and DCL? Now, removing KDB for a hit. Now that does not sound like a good one. DCL, now also MSK, depends on what kind of price range you brought DCL in your team, right? So like it's total of -8. I don't think it's a big problem, MSK, because like because I think this is a good plan, because like we do know Vardy is an injury risk, and you are only bringing Vardy at the last moment, at game week 19. I think that is kind of a smart move so that you can avoid injuries, right? I think that is a very good move. Vardy and Rashford, I think that is an improvement, that is an improvement. Vardy and Rashford for KDB and DCL. Yeah, I don't see a problem there. For only -4. Yeah, it's fine. The second one I do like, Vardy and Rashford for KDB and DCL. I think Rashford also has some kind of shoulder problem. I did watch that match, and his shoulder was kind of pulled by an opponent, right? But still he's fine, because I read an article about the Manchester United injuries, right? Lindelof is a doubt, right? He might miss, but there was no mention about there was also mention about Bailey, I guess, but there was no mention about Rashford. So I think that means he's fine. I think he will play. So yeah, MSK, I think the second option, I think that is a big improvement. But still, I think that it's just game week 16 right now. Game week 17, game week 18, a lot of things can change, right, MSK? But for now, you are planning ahead. I think that's fine. So yeah, Vardy and Rashford to KDB and DCL. To bring in Vardy and Rashford for, I think that's an improvement. And let's just check the, should I take -4 hit to get in Reece James and Johnstone for Stair? Reece James, I think I'd want to wait on Reece James too, to be honest. Like I don't know, like was he like really injured? Was he rushed in, or was it all mind games? I just don't know about Reece James or what happened there. So 90 minutes he did play. So game week 17, Man City, home. Maybe MSK. I think in bringing in Reece James, I think you can wait. Yeah, I think you can wait. You don't have to make any rush kind of decision. Yeah, I do like their second option though, Vardy and Rashford to. Bringing in Vardy and Rashford for KDB and DCL, it does look like an improvement. Looking at how KDB is playing right now, right? Because that is a lot of money we're investing in KDB and not returning anything, right? MSK. So yeah, I do think that is improvement. Yeah, DCL is consistent, but still, come on, like it's always five. Like I personally got him for 7 million, so I couldn't be concerned. I couldn't be like bothered a lot, right? Because I just got him for 7 million. Now, who got him for 8 million or 7.9, 7.8? That's a lot of money, because Bamford, those kind of players are returning you more points in cheaper price, and now Bamford is on penalty. So I would rather go for Bamford than go for DCL right now. So yeah. Maybe wait on MSK, wait on the James, right? Don't hurry on that. But I think Vardy and Rashford to KDB and DCL. If Vardy is fine, not injured, I think that is an improvement, MSK. So yeah, please subscribe if you are new, and yeah, please drop a like. Yeah, thank you. And yeah, FPL Sam says hello. FPL, thank you so much for joining in. Uh, Pathik says, my team is Martinez, Mendy, okay, Dallas. So, uh, okay. So you are looking for bench boost for Game Week 19. So Martinez, Mendy, Dallas, Robo, Taylor, Diaz, Kufal, Grealish, Aubameyang, Aubameyang. Why is Aubameyang there? But yeah, the fixtures are turning for Arsenal now. I don't know who, but last game week I do remember one of our viewer kind of had Pepe in his team. Like I think he did not play this game week, right? But still, that kind of open a kind of new kind of opinion, about the Arsenal side. Now look at these fixtures. I was not aware about this at all. And one of our viewer kind of posted his team, and there was Pepe in his team, and I was like baffled. Why was Pepe there? Like I was like, why would you want Pepe there for 8 million when you can get Grealish for cheaper price, right? So I think he kind of had, I don't know, he was ahead of the curve, right? He had Arsenal players, and yeah, as I said, Arsenal. It's just about time Arsenal starts winning. It's the Arsenal team's reputation does not let them be where they are in the table right now. It's just about time they start winning, and they did. Now this might be a turning point, or maybe not, or maybe this is again a restart of losing games. They might start losing from next game. That can easily happen too. So not sure about that, right? So yeah, if you might maybe keep an eye on Arsenal in upcoming days, right? I'm probably sure, as I said, I'm using a free hit in game week 19, so I'm probably sure I might give Aubameyang there, or maybe some other players too. I don't know, Lacazette if he's nailed on or something, right? So maybe for game week 18 it seems fine, but if you are using a bench boost in 19 against Newcastle, does not look that bad. Could be a very big differential, Pathik, right? Could be, maybe. I think he did not play last game week. I mean against Chelsea, right? He was on the bench. That could be a different kind of approach. It might work out for both game week 18 and game week 19. Aubameyang. If you are one of those who does not have free hit or wild card, and you are watching this video and you want a good team, maybe with Son, Kane, and Man City asset, and maybe Aubameyang also, it might work out for both of the game weeks, for game week 18 and game week 19. If you are one of those who does not have free hit, who does not have wild card, and you are like all stranded right now, so maybe Aubameyang also might be one of the option, for the 2 game weeks. Salah, Fernandez, Burke. Maybe not Burke, I guess. Is he even fit? I think Burke was injured, I guess. Yeah, he kind of had some problem, back injury. I'm not sure if he's playing or not yet. Uh, Burke, Bamford, Watkins. So yeah, Watkins returned a huge point, right? But still, I don't know. I'm free to the opinion of getting rid of him. Opinion about Watkins, right? So Chris Wood. The forward line maybe can have some work. I think a lot of money went into that Aubameyang, Salah, and Fernandez. That's why your forward looks kind of like that, I guess. Watkins does not have double game week. Aubameyang does not. Chris Wood, I think he does. Let me just check his fixtures. Wood might be good differential for upcoming 2 game weeks. Yeah, Sheffield and yeah, Liverpool, West Ham. Maybe there's something here, but still, if they are going to store it, it should be Woods for that team. Liverpool away, not too many goals here. I'm not thrilled about Wood, right, from a team. Pathik, not thrilled about Woods. Watkins fine. Aston Villa looks fine, right? Bamford pretty good option. Burke maybe not. Wood, Burke not happy about them. Salah also, it could be a big differential. Salah, it could be, but also it might backfire. So yeah, you kind of got early on him, so it might work out for you. Robo Diaz, the defense looks fine. Dala, Robo, yeah. Taylor Diaz, yep. The defense looks fine. Martinez, Mendy, fine, yeah. So, Pathik, I think, as I said, a lot of money went into Aubameyang. Maybe you could have gone for, I don't know, Son or Rashford, right, for cheaper price, and maybe use that money to improve Burke or Chris Wood in your team, right? So maybe try that. But this is not a perfect team. I think there are some flaws. It might work out for you, but still, I think Wood, Burke, I'm not very sure about those two. So yeah, Pathik. The team looks fine though. Vignesh says, I'm planning to, yeah, I've already seen this. Pathik says, don't miss my, yeah, I'm not missing anyone's chat. So yeah, as I said, I'll get to everyone's chat no matter what before the deadline. So yeah, please feel free to write your questions. So I'll be watching the time for the deadline. So yeah, feel free to write the questions. Sushant says Martinez, Dyer, Diaz, Cresswell, Martinez, Dyer, Diaz, Cresswell, Grealish, Bowen, Fernandez, Salah, Bame. Who is Bame? Bame, Barnes. I'm pretty sure that's Barnes. Bame, I'm not sure who's Bame. Vardy, DCL, bench, Alioski, Kilman, uh, Bisuma. Planning to play free hit in game week 18 and triple captain on game week 19. Any suggestion? So your bench is Kilman, Bisuma, Alioski. So Martinez, Dyer, Diaz, Cresswell, triple captain on game week 19. I think I'm pretty sure though, if I had to, as I said, I've talked about this. It's not that I've not thought about triple captain in game week 19. I did when I had Vardy in my team. That I felt like Vardy is a so good choice for triple captaining in that. Not so good, but still, he is kind of facing Chelsea and Southampton, right? I'm not sure, but I think those are the two players that Vardy is playing against, right? So what I think is, if you are triple captaining, I'd want to know your options. Number one is Salah, of course, right? Because both of them are home games. Although it's Man United, one of the game is Man United, right? I think it's fine. One is Salah, second is Leicester, Vardy. I think those two are very good triple captain option. I feel like if Vardy plays both the game, if he does not get injured, I think Vardy is a super triple captain choice too. Maybe a differential choice. It might backfire, right? I'm sorry if it does, but still keep your options open. I think Salah is one of them, and another is Vardy. So Sushant, from your team, I think if you are using a triple captain, it should easily be Vardy and Salah. I kind of regret getting rid of Vardy, I should have done. I don't know. Like, it's scary to not have, it felt scary to not have Kane or Son in my team. And I had two options, as I said, to remove Vardy or Kane, and I removed Vardy from my team. And since I have removed him, he's like consistently been scoring and playing. So, as I said, I did not want to remove him. I had to remove him. So, you can't have everyone in your team. So, yeah. If you are, Sushant, I think, yeah, if you are triple captaining, I think I would go for Vardy or Salah in this team. Yeah, yeah, that looks very safe, and I think it will be a good return for you if Vardy plays both the game, if Salah plays both the game. So yeah, Mike Green. Yeah, I think I've talked about this, right? The best option for Grealish in detail. I hope you got the answer. If not, I think as I said, if you want to go for the more expensive option, go for Rashford Son. Cheaper than Rashford and Son is go for Madison or Mount. Cheaper than Madison and Mount is go for Suchek or Rafinha. So yeah, my green. Uh, uh, where was I? Ankit, Ankit, thank you so much for joining in. Always appreciate it. Uh, James says, but if you bench boost, will you keep your bench after? Yes, 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 yes. Of course, James. So yeah, it's only free hit. It's only in free hit you don't keep your team. In bench boost, whichever team you have, you'll play with that team onwards. Game week 19. So yeah, you'll have your bench, James. Yes. Ankit has 61 points. Decent, pretty decent. Always, you're always doing good. 61 is not that bad. I think 40 something was the average points, I guess. So yeah. James says just send team on Insta for this week. So let me just check already. So yeah, if you want your team reviewed, please do send it in the Instagram. And as I said, we do have a lot of time right now. So yeah, I'll get to everyone's question. This is what James' team looks like. So this is the team for James. I think James' plan was to. We had to talk about this, and his plan is to. He does not have free triple captain. I guess he has already used that. I guess. Let me just do this. So who are the players in the bench? Maybe Lewis or Wilson. I don't know. So yeah, his plan is to just I think free hit. Yeah, his plan is to free hit in game week 19. Yeah, James is going to use free hit in game week 19. So he's kind of planning his team around for that. This is for this week, right? This is not his free hit template. So I would love to show that, but yeah, just if there's time at last, I'll show about that too. But this is his team for this game week, right? So who is Crystal Palace facing? Crystal Palace, Leicester, maybe not that bad. McCarthy, West Ham, Balbuena, Southampton, fine. Dallas, Zuma, Mane, Salah. Mane could be a good differential. He was so good last game week. As I said, he could have easily had a hat trick in that game. It was so good. Robertson also could have had plenty of assists in that game, but didn't. So Adams also could have scored. Keane, Bamford. Yeah, the team looks fine to me. Captain Salah, vice captain Mane. Yeah. Double up on the Salah and Mane. No problem with that. I think no one will be rotated from this team. Yeah, as I said, maybe Keane, right? Because as I said, he's getting a lot of minutes and he just looks tired. His performance is not up to potential. That's what I'm trying to say. Like he could be way more better, right? So after the goal he scored against Crystal Palace, if you remember or not, that was kind of like dodgy goal. That just kind of it shouldn't have gotten. So after that, I've not seen a lot of Kane and Son. I won't say I'm not worried, but still, the fixtures are getting good. Fulham, Leeds, not that bad. So yeah, all I can do is just wait and be patient with Kane, I guess. So yeah, the team looks fine to me. Attack also at least one premium player. Midfield looks fire. Yeah, different. Yeah. This team looks fine to me, James. Yeah, very good team. James, the team looks fine to me for this week. Uh, so MSK says Reece James and Chilwell are not playing today, confirmed on Twitter. Thank you for that, MSK. Thank you so much. So yeah, if you are also the Reece James and Chilwell owner, I personally am not. So if you are one of those owner, MSK just made that statement, right? So yeah, do check it out in the Twitter and all these kind of news feeds if you are one of those owners. So I'm not. So yeah, thank you for that, MSK. Thank you so much for that information. Do check that out on the internet. Extreme says, evening. Thank you, Extreme, for joining in. Extreme, I'm keeping KDB. Why should we sell him? Plays every game on and on penalties as well. Aguero is back, so assists should be flying. Yeah, it's frustrating though. Now let me just see. Like I think he has blank for now. The thing is not about De Bruyne. I think it's the better choices right now. If you don't have Fernandes and if you have De Bruyne for that kind of money, and he's not returning you points, I think people are meant to be frustrated. Now let me just check the fixtures are good. Now just look at this. This is not like I know, like it's De Bruyne after all. It's De Bruyne, right? But still, just look at these points for that kind of money. For that kind of money, this kind of point return is not good enough. That is the reason people are kind of frustrated. The reputation that De Bruyne has is like, yeah, come on, yeah, we do know that, but still, for 11.7 you get 2 or 3 points, but for this 11.1 you get 17 and 12 points. That is what people is frustrated about, Extreme, to be honest. So as I said, now this De Bruyne situation is your call, to be honest. Now if you, I had this situation with Sterling personally, right? In the earlier game weeks, right? What happened was he was just blanking, and that hurt me a lot in a longer term, right? And what I did was, now okay, this is the very last game week for Sterling. I'll remove him after that. What I did is, now let me just show you about Sterling. So that might happen to you too if you are a De Bruyne owner. What happened was, now Sterling did this here, and I brought him in game week 6, and after that he blanked till game week 10, right? And what I decided in game week 13 was, in game week 11 was, now this is the very last game week I'm gonna put him there, and after that I'll get rid of him. And what I did was, I played him last game week. He returned me 13 points, and I got rid of him, and I removed Sterling for Salah. So after that, like, he has not missed a single minute of game, and he has returned in literally every game. Now there is potential in that in that Man City team, Sterling and De Bruyne. As I said, now upcoming 2 games is for De Bruyne is, I guess, for Everton and Chelsea, right? Those 2 games, like, they are not the easiest of fixtures, Everton and Chelsea. So I'm not like super thrilled about having De Bruyne. Maybe if you want to make kind of sideways transfer, right? Just remove him and bring him already. Maybe for these 2 games, if I don't have De Bruyne, I think I'll be fine, right? And again, if Aguero returns, who is to say that De Bruyne is on penalties? That's also one of the problem. Maybe now Aguero does not play for 90 minutes, maybe, and if I don't know, Man City get penalty for, I don't know, 70 minutes, 80 minutes, De Bruyne might take it. But still, if Aguero returns, maybe Aguero might be the most nailed on penalty taker. So as I said, for these 2 game weeks, if you want to do sideways transfer, if you can afford that, right, remove him for this game week and this game week, and maybe bring him again for these game weeks. Maybe do that. I'm not saying don't. It's kind of difficult with De Bruyne right now, because that is a lot of money, and it is frustrating, when like Fernandes is returning you double figures, and like Salah is returning consistently in every game week. It's frustrating. So that is the situation with De Bruyne. So Extreme says, so stream, glad I captain KDB, but outscored Salah. Yeah. I think Extreme, you bought El Ghazi, right, last game week. I do remember that. So this is what my team looks like for this game week. So yeah, as I said, I'll captaining Salah or not El Ghazi. Like I don't know who, but I think one of our viewers did bring El Ghazi in their team. And as I said, he had the highest expected goal last game week, and well, he scored. So yeah, I think those algorithms kind of work, I guess. Uh, so yeah, this is what my team looks like for this game week. Extreme. Where was I? Where were the questions? I'm sorry about this. Question. Bamford says he takes penalties until he misses. Yeah, but still, as I think Bamford was already an essential choice for the double game week. I think because of these upcoming fixtures, right? And now he's on penalties. I think it just changes everything. I guess game changer. Yeah. Uh, so Extreme says, bro, bring in El Ghazi. So you were the one. Super. He returned with 9 points and he's so good. Yeah, but longer term, I wouldn't want El Ghazi. Now Barkley also might have returned, right? So yeah, longer term it does not look right. But for last game week, I think the algorithms work. The expected goals work for El Ghazi because, as I said, he was the top player for the expected goal last game week and he scored. So yeah. Uh, just imagine Grealish to El Ghazi on penalties as well. So yeah, as I said, El Ghazi not a longer term option, but for a short term maybe. But the fixtures are getting worse, and Barkley is back, so maybe think twice, maybe wait, don't hurry, right? I'm kind of reconsidering about Grealish. Not sure yet. Let's see. Uh, Anshul says, should I bench Chilwell for Robo, Diaz, Eiling, and also bench DCL for Bowen or Suchek? Mm, Bowen and Suchek, both of them do look good, but DCL against Man City, like logically, I think it's difficult to play against Man City, right? Playing against, but DCL, like if anyone's going to score, it should be DCL for Everton. So should I bench Chilwell? So as MSK said, Anshul, so please do check out in the internet. I don't know if this is what the source. I'm not sure about the source, but MSK kind of pointed out that Chilwell and James won't start this game week. So yeah, do get more information on that. I don't have the players in my team, so do make sure if Chilwell and James do not play, I think it makes easier for you. Just play Robo Diaz Eiling, right? Uh, so Chilwell against Aston Villa. That game will be interesting. I'm pretty sure. Diaz is fine against Everton, I guess. Eiling, fine. Yeah. I think yeah. Chilwell about the thing. If he does play, I think you can always expect for the attacking returns from Chilwell, right? So yeah, if he does not play, if he is not fit enough to play, I think remove Chilwell. No problem with that, Anshul. And also bench DCL. Like I think Bowen and Suchek on paper has a better fixture. It does. Like as I said, if you are just judging Bowen for last game week, just one game week, I think it's unfair because before that, those game weeks, like he has been superb. He has been very good. Bowen and what the other player name I forgot. Like he's too good too. Noble kind of played for him. I forgot his name. Ah, yeah, but there's one player I forgot his name. I'm sorry, of the West Ham player. He's good too. So yeah, as I said, now is Suse gonna score a header every game week? I don't think so. So, but yeah, Chilwell is on corner, and yeah, one of the stat is Chelsea is one of the team. Chelsea is the team with the most goals in corner this season. So Chelsea, I mean, Chilwell does take corners, right? He's on set pieces. I think Mount takes the corners, not Chilwell anymore. So no problem removing Chilwell. If Chilwell does not play, Bowen or Suchek, this is kind of tough. I like it should easily be like if you think of removing Calvert Lewin, it's not like that. I've not thought of removing Calvert Lewin, like benching Calvert Lewin and playing Kufal. I have thought of that, but still, it's Calvert Lewin. Now I don't know. He can score against anyone. This has just been that kind of season for him. Anshul, that's what I'm trying to say. So also bench DCL for Bowen or Suchek. I think I would play Bowen. Yeah, I would play Bowen. If you want to bench DCL, if you want to do that, play Bowen. I would do that. Yeah, play Bowen is very good player. He's on corners also. So yeah, and a lot of big players in that team, West Ham team. Yeah, I think I would bench DCL for Bowen if this was my team. Mike Green says, thank you. You're welcome, Mike. Ina says, hey, Ina, thank you so much for joining in. Thanks so much. MSK says I brought DCL for 7 million too. Yeah, that is the problem, MSK. Now, as I said, he has been a curse and a bliss, both of them. Like the way that he has been consistent is like, just like it just seems like he's irreplaceable right now. But again, I got him for 7 million. If I sell him, there's no way I'm getting him back. There's just no way. I have to make too many compromises, so I have to be kind of cautious with that MSK. So yeah. Sagnik says, thanks so much, Sagnik, for joining in. And how was your function? I hope it was great. Uh, Martinez, Robo, Dyer, Walker Peters, Kufal, Grealish, Bruno, Salah, KDB, Wilson. I think it's about time you sell Wilson, but Wilson was rested, right? Last game week. Bamford, DCL. Should I bring Kane plus Rafinha in place of KDB plus Wilson? Please suggest. Also, is bringing Taylor a good option with -8? No, 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 don't do that. That's a lot. Now, I think if you are like me, eventually going to take a -8 in a upcoming days, right? Maybe take like first take -4 and do that kind of thing. I guess. Would I like directly take -8? I think like what I'm trying to say is, Sagni, if you are building your team for game week 18 and game week 19, things can change, right? Things can change in game week 17. Things can change in game week 18. That can easily happen. So if you already take -8 right now, and if you have to like make certain changes because of injuries or coronavirus in game week 18 and game week 19, and if you have to take again -8 or -12, that will be kind of destructive. So I would suggest not to take a big hit. Maybe -4, I think fine, do it. Like if it's necessary, do it. But I think if you have to take hits, I think wait till the game week 17, 18, these kind of weeks, game week 18 or 19. Just wait till then. And till then, if Vardy is not injured, or I don't know, you are going for Lalana or Matip, or they don't get injured, just do that. I think that's less risky. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, let me get to the question first. Should I bring Kane plus Rafinha in place of KDB and Wilson? Wilson is definitely a player that I think it's about time to get rid of. Let me just check his fixtures first. Wilson. He was rested, yeah. Liverpool, Leicester, Sheffield, not that bad, 18. But we'll be using free hit here. So yeah, I think it's time we get rid of him, Wilson. Maybe there's something here. Liverpool can be dodgy sometimes. Yeah, but still, yeah, I think it's about time you get rid of Wilson. But do I want to remove KDB? It's your call, Sagnik, about KDB. Yeah, it's your call. As I talked about KDB, if you want to remove KDB for upcoming 2 game weeks, I don't see a problem there. These 2 game weeks are not the easiest ones, right? And the performance, it has not been the Manchester City standard, The team has not been like last season, the attacking side. So I don't see a problem there either. So yeah, Kane also does not look good, right now. But this game week can be the game week that Kane does something, Sagnik, right? But as of recent, I am a Kane owner. Like I've been Kane owner for a very long time now. So, and this is kind of frustrating to me, right? Now just look at these points and look at his price. So for that kind of price range, Fernandez is returning in double digits, and like he has been blanking game after game. Now these games are not easy games though. Liverpool, Leicester, Wolves, these are not easy teams to play against, right? Now, but the upcoming games, Fulham, Leeds, like maybe there's potential return there. So I think it's your call, Sagnik. What if you think that Kane can outscore De Bruyne in upcoming games? Maybe do it. I don't see a problem there. Or maybe also opt for Son instead of Kane if you want to use that remaining money somewhere else. But yeah, I think it's your call. It should be your call about De Bruyne. I just can't say like he's De Bruyne and he's playing for Man City. He'll play every game week, right? But the recent performance is not super convincing. So yeah, I think if you want to do this, maybe do it. Yeah, why not? Rafinha also did look very attacking. I did watch that game, right? Rafinha looks super attacking. Like we talk about Robertson, right? How he's a maniac. Like he just does not get tired. The pace from the start of the minute and the till 90 minutes, he just looks like the same player. He just does not get tired. And like it's like Leeds is playing with 11 Robertson. Like everyone is such good work ethic players, right? So Rafinha is one of those. Eiling, these players are very important, Eiling, Rafinha, maybe Harrison, these players are not the most explosive players, but still, they are still very technical players. So, yeah, Sagnik, as I said, if you want to do that, do it, right? But taking out Wilson, I don't see a problem at all in there, but taking out KDB, I think maybe, I don't know, wait, I guess it's difficult to suggest people to remove De Bruyne, He's such a good player. So yeah, I don't know. It's your call for De Bruyne, Sagnik. Yeah. What should we do with Grealish? So, Sagnik, I think I personally am waiting for Grealish for one more week. This game week, right? I also have Grealish. As I said, if you don't need to make money from Grealish, now one thing I can do is I can remove Grealish and have Suchek or Bowen there, so that I can use that money to maybe get, I don't know, someone like James here or maybe Mendy here. I can do that, right? And yeah, I also saw my plans what I'm trying to do with my team in a while, right, for game week 19. So yeah, as I'm saying, if you don't have to use that money anywhere else, Grealish money anywhere else, maybe wait one more game week and let's see how Grealish performs, right? Or else maybe get rid of him. Do that. That's what I would do, Sagni. I'm personally waiting one more game week. Let's see how he performs. If he's not up to the mark, I think the fixtures are not good, and he's not on double game week. So I think there's some reason to remove Grealish. So yeah, Sagnik. Ankit says, me smiled in pain at the moment when Matip got injured 15, 59, 23. Yeah, he did get injured. I think he was subbed after 60 minutes though. He was still on the pitch, I think, when he was, when he was subbed, right? I think it was already 60 minutes when he was off the pitch. So, although he got an assist, CS points plus one banished. I think, yeah, he also got bonus points, right? 3 bonus points, I guess. Like Ankit did mention about Matip. As I said, Kufal had a baby, so I needed a defender. And Ankit was like very persistent on to try and get Matip. He was very persistent about that. And one of the reason I did not get Matip in my team was because of the injury. Like so injury prone, right? I did not want him. It just did not look right. So I did not bring Matip. So I kind of dodged a bullet. So yeah, Matip won't be playing this game week. That's what I read in the Liverpool's official site. He will miss. There was a lot of players in that injury list for Liverpool. I was checking that out, right? So yeah, bad luck, Ankit. So yeah, if you are new, please subscribe, right? That will help the channel a lot. Thank you so much. So Khaled says, what do you think of Arsenal assets? Great fixture. Yeah, Khaled, as I said, we are talking about this, and anyone who's been blind to Arsenal right now, just look at their upcoming fixtures, and I'm pretty sure I'll have Aubameyang and maybe Bellerin also in my team for game week 18 free hit, right? As I said, I'll be going live and making free hit on the live stream, so please do join that if you are also one of them using the free hit in game week 18. So, and this is this is the fixtures, run of fixtures. So is this a turning point for Arsenal? I think I'll probably wait, Khalid. I think I wouldn't rush into the Arsenal assets just yet. I'd wait. I'd want to see how they perform in these one or two games, right? Just not rush in them, because I think there are a lot of players I would rather go for, right? I think a lot of players, managers have already jumped on to Saka now. Now Saka now, I was looking at him. His minutes are good, right? He's playing 90 minutes, but the point return have not been good at all. So like he looks like a liability to me. And now the goal he scored against Chelsea also looked like a fluke. I don't know. That was a very good goal, right? Like Mendy was like flabbergasted there, but still, I think that was kind of a fluke. It was a good goal, but still. Let's see what happens. Maybe wait one more or two more game weeks. There's no harm in that. And maybe if Arsenal start winning games, right? I think it's time we get some Arsenal players too in our team. Let's see what happens though. I'm not in a hurry though, Khalid. CFC says, best GK rotating option on wildcard. No issues with budget. Oh god, such luxury you are living in, CFC. Best budget for rotating. Martinez must be, but his fixes are getting difficult, right? But still, a lot of save points. Now look at this. This can't be ignored. This just can't be ignored. I wouldn't invest a lot of money in the goalkeepers. I wouldn't try and bring Ederson or these kind of players, right? So let me just check already. Whose fixtures are getting better now? Do I want fine? No. I think if you are going for that, I think Mendy should be one of the keeper, right? If you are one of those trying to rotate, Mendy should be one of them. Let me just check their fixtures. But still, Mendy looks like a good one. If you don't want to invest a lot of money, you would want one premium player, right? CFC, one premium keeper and one cheap keeper. I think that's what you should try for. I personally wouldn't play with 5 million keepers or 5.5 million keepers. I just don't want to do that, right? So I think if one should be Chelsea keeper Mendy, right? I don't know if you have still Martinez, and I don't know what is the price point you bought Martinez in CFC. So I personally bought him for I think 4.7. Now he's already 5 million, right? So Martinez, no problem. But again, these fixtures, do you want him there right now? So it depends on, if you already have Martinez CFC, leave him there and maybe buy Mendy. Yeah, maybe buy Mendy there. If you bought him for 4.5, if you bought Martinez for 4.5 and have Mendy there, I think that's a good one, CFC. So who are the keepers you already have? I'd want to know that, CFC. And yeah, I would suggest more. Never Settled Rider says, thank you so much for joining in. What do you think of triple captain Bamford for giving 19? Not bad, but still, do I have that kind of balls? I mean, like, he's on penalties now. I hope that he's on penalties now. I hope he's the nailed on option. this does not look bad. This like the very different opinion, but I like this opinion. Never settle rider. I think it might work out. Brighton home, not the best defensive. Southampton home, not the best defensive side either. So the home record for Bamford isn't the best. Like compared to away records for Bamford home record is not that satisfying, right? But still, like Bamford triple captainship, if he's on penalties, like if he's nailed on penalty taker, I think it might work out, man. Yeah, I think it should work out. Yeah, it might work out. I don't see him scoring a hat trick. Maybe he can. I think he did score a hat trick against someone, I guess, this season. I'm not sure, but still. Leeds are so attacking. So yeah, never. I wouldn't rule that out, right? Let's see. Let's wait. Let's wait. There's still time, right? But I think that's it's not that bad of an option, though. Would I do that though? I don't have that kind of balls to do that. So yeah, maybe that might work out. Maybe a big differential. Yeah, but still, yeah, I wouldn't rule that out. But still, maybe keep that in consideration for now. Never sit a rider. So Balchandra says, thank you Balchandra for joining in. Is there a good option opinion to captain Son? KDB Fernandez, Bamford are other options too. So Balchandra, now one of the things that I got in my Instagram was one of our viewers is now trying to get rid of KDB, right? And what he's trying to do is he's gonna captain KDB for one last this game. If it does not deliver, he's getting rid of KDB. So if you are one of those like who is desperately trying to get rid of KDB, right, in upcoming days or this game after this game week, maybe just take a punt. He's not like KDB is not a punt. Like come on, he's KDB after all. So maybe just leave it on KDB, right? But I think from this, looking at the recent performance, Fernandes should be the obvious choice. But looking at the fixture, I think Son is a very good choice too. Balchandra, I don't see a problem captaining Son here. I just don't see a problem. As I said, Kane might be rotated. That is one of the reasons I did not want to captain Kane. From my team, Salah and Kane is the captain choice, Balchandra, right? But as I said, now Kane has played 90 minutes in Carabao, 90 minutes last night. So again, he looks tired. That's what I'm saying. Not as hungry as Salah. So I'm captaining Salah. So I'm pretty sure you don't have Salah, Balchandra. That's why you are captaining Son. So I don't think that's a bad opinion. Balchandra, yeah, it's fine. Captaining Son is fine, or maybe go for Fernandes also. Like Wolves don't look very good right now either. Yeah. Randy says rank the best captains for this game week. So now I can only rank from the players that I have in my team, right? So as I said, for me, number one is Salah from my team. Number two is Kane, and let me look at the fixtures. Vardy also. Oof, Vardy, yeah, Vardy. But what if he gets arrested? That is the problem with Vardy. Like he's an injury merchant. So yeah, if you have Vardy, maybe if he does play Randy, right? Now I don't know if he'll play or not. If he does play, Vardy against Crystal Palace does not look that bad. Always involved, very clever player. Did you look the movement of Vardy in last game week when he scored? Like such a clever player, man. I just love that guy. Cody, Everton, Man City, Sheffield, Burnley, Woods, Brighton. Yeah, I think I'd go for yeah. I think I'll just like Salah looks like the most obvious one, right? He should score something this game week. I don't think he'll blank again. Salah for me, number one for my team, just for my team. I think I don't know how to rank them, Randy, but Salah, Kane, Vardy, and Son. These four players look good according to their fixtures. But looking at the recent performance, I think Salah and Vardy and Fernandes are the ones. Looking at the fixtures, Salah, Kane, and Vardy. Looking at the form, Salah, Fernandes, and Vardy. Yeah. Vardy looks like good for both of them. So yeah, go for them, Randy. Uh, where was I? What about Walcott? He has been performing quite good for the value of money. Let me just see. I'm not paying a lot of attention to Walcott. I think he was not playing full 90 minutes when Danny Ings returned, right? So let me just check. Walcott, it's 5.8. How much is Rafinha? 90 minutes. He is playing 90 minutes. I'm not watching Walcott, to be honest. Fixture's not that good enough, but game week 19, he might be a good differential. But still, what is the price of Rafinha? Let me just check Rafinha. 5.8, 5.4. So you can get Rafinha for a cheaper price. Suchek for 5.1, right? So I don't know. Not a bad option. Maybe a good differential. Never set a rider. But I personally wouldn't get him. No, that's what I'm trying to say. Never set a rider. Yeah. I think I'd want to watch his game today. I mean, so yeah. After that, maybe I'll make some decision. So where was I? Extreme says Kane and Son is so overrated. They are not attacking anymore, just defending the whole game. Yeah. And now you can't blame Kane and Son for that. It's just Mourinho's mentality, It is just the way that he plays. As I said, I think after Spurs lost their game against Liverpool, I think they lost their plot completely. Like I think like they were on top right now. I think they are in I don't know what is the ranking right now in the table? Eighth? Not even in eighth. It's fifth. So it was eighth until last night. Now they are on fifth. So yeah, I think as I said, now after they lost that game against Liverpool, they have not just been the same kind of team, extreme. So I wouldn't blame Kane and Son. Kane looks tired, plain tired, just fatigued, right? That's it. Son does not look that tired, but still playing against the team, the caliber of team has also been difficult, extreme. So compared to what they were playing against and compared to what they are playing right now, I think there is also a huge reason, Now playing against Liverpool, Leicester, Wolves, these are not easy opponents to play against, extreme. So I can make case for that. And now Fulham, maybe like Fulham also not easy to play. As I said, we did see Fulham and they have been getting results now. Fulham, so it's not easy to play against them, but still Fulham way easier to play against than Chelsea or Leicester or Wolves and Leeds. So there might be something. So what I'm trying to do is just be patient and not make any kind of rushed decision, because I have already some other players that I need to remove from my team: Foster, Kilman, Bissouma. So I'm not removing Kane. He's perfectly fine. He's playing, right? So the fixtures are good. So yeah, if you have Kane and Son, I think if you don't have your transfer to use anywhere else, maybe remove Kane for Vardy or Bamford, these kind of players, or else just leave them there. The fixtures are too good in upcoming days. So yeah. Pratik says, I've sent you my team on Instagram. Can you please review it? Yeah, as I said, if you want your team review, please do feel free to send it in the Instagram. The link is in the description and on the screen too, the handle, right? The Instagram handle. So feel free to do that. Uh, so yeah, and when you do send your team, do write it in the chat box. What are you planning for game week 18 and 19? That will kind of make it easier for me to judge about the upcoming transfers and next transfer. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So this is what Pratik's team looks like. So what is Pratik says, please? Okay, if it's just for this game week, yeah, Vardy captainship, not that bad, not that bad. I hope now, Pratik, as I said, there has been some kind of rumor about maybe Vardy might be rotated, because we do know how injury prone he is, right? And playing games in such short notice is kind of difficult. So let's hope he does play. If he does play, I think he's a very good differential, right? Uh, as a captain, he's not a differential at all. I think he's 40% or something owned. But what I'm trying to say is, at captaincy boys, I think a lot of them will be going for Salah, Kane, and Son. That's what I personally think. So Vardy is a good one too. Yeah, if he does perform. So the team looks fine for this game week. Son, Grealish, Fernandes, De Bruyne. De Bruyne is frustrating right now. Watkins also. Grealish, Watkins, Pope, Cresswell, Dallas, Taylor. Yeah. Now I'm not pretty sure about Watkins and Grealish. I'm not sure about Watkins, to be honest, particularly. Now, was it a fluke? Like the assists were not like the mind-blowing assists, right? So was it just a fluke or something? Let's see. We'll know this game week. Like playing against Chelsea, not easy. Grealish, always a good player. Let's hope he gets goals and assists. Or else I think the team is fine. Like De Bruyne can be threatening all the time, every time. Sheffield on, yeah. Pope on, yeah. I think this team is fine. Kufal, Southampton away. Yeah, Cresswell on set pieces. Yeah, the team looks fine to me. Vardy captainship. I hope that works out. I'd want to see that work out. Vardy captainship. I don't have Vardy, but still, I'd want that thing to work out. Yeah, the team looks fine to me. Grealish, Watkins. Maybe you can make case for maybe play Kufal for one of them, but still, the way that Watkins performed, and being Grealish is Grealish, right? I don't think you can replace you, since you already have Cresswell and Southampton are good attacking side. So yeah, the team is fine. Yeah, I'm also benching Pratik, just so you know, I'm also benching Kufal this game week. So I think we are on the same boat. So yeah, Pratik, your team looks fine. Uh, James, KDB looks spent. So I have no idea what that means. Is that some British slang, James? I have no idea what that means. KDB looks spent. Does that mean he looks tired, uninterested? Maybe, yeah. The Kane does, because Glenn says, KB blanked again as expected. Fed up with these guys. Shake my head. He was frustrating to watch against Newcastle. He didn't even try. KDB. Glenn, original plan was to get in Son for KDB. He was delivered too. Confused right now. So as I said, everyone who is confused about KDB, I think it should be your call. As I said, and I'm going to say this again. Now, KDB being KDB, the reputation of KDB, Now I can suggest you to get rid of KDB. He's KDB after all, and the fixtures are not that bad. These fixtures, right? But if you are one of those, maybe who is fine not having KDB for these 2 games, right? Now Aguero might be back in the team, and Aguero might take penalties too. So that means, like, I don't know, if De Bruyne does not take penalties, like, he kind of is less interesting to me. That's just me though. I just find players who don't take set pieces kind of uninteresting, right? So Glenby, this should be your decision. If you are fine with not having KDB for these 2 games, just remove him and bring in Son or Rashford. I think those 2 are the players you should. In midfield, if you have money and you are removing Grealish or KDB or anyone, I think you should target Rashford and Son right now. Now, I don't know if you are thrilled about how Son is playing, right? I don't know if you are thrilled, but still, I think Son and Rashford should be the one. Performance-wise, it should be Rashford, and also considering he has double game week, right? In game week 19, it should be Rashford. And fixture-wise, I think it should be Son in the midfield. So that's my opinion, Glenn. So it's all up to you if you want to get rid of KDB or not. I think it's a big call if I say remove KDB. I don't know, it's KDB. I can't suggest you to remove KDB. So yeah, and one thing, if I just cut off, or I don't know, I just go off from the live stream, just so you know, that is because of the electricity problem in my country, right? Like, the electricity has been going on and off in my area right now, so I'm very sorry about that. And guess what, this is so ironic, right? Like, the country that I live in is the second most richest country in the world with the water resources, and we don't have electricity for ourselves. So such irony. Yeah, just so you know, if I just cut off or something happens, just so you know, it's because of the electricity problem. I'm very sorry about that. So yeah, I'll get to the chat box, and yeah, please, if you're new, do subscribe. Thank you so much. Now Pratik says, what are your plans for game week 18 and 19? My plan personally is using bench boost for 19 and free hit for 18. So that is my plan, Pratik, for now. Yeah. Mafia says, is this Nepali stream? Yes, Mafia. Kind of a Nepali stream. Yeah, yes. Extreme says, bro, I'm captaining Bamford. Thoughts? Bamford, who is he playing against? Leeds. West Brom. Now, playing against West Brom is not easy now. I know. First game for Sam Allardyce was like kind of average. I think he was kind of looking for the players he could fit in, right? He was kind of undecided about his first 11, maybe. So, but against Liverpool, like, I don't know if Liverpool looked bad. Like, I don't know, Salah did not look as involved like Mane did, right? And Curtis Jones also did not have the best. Like, as I've always said about this, the Liverpool side, they are a very good side. Yeah, injury is a problem, of course, but also that midfield needs work. That's what I think about Liverpool, personally. That's just my opinion, though, right? So I think that midfield can be a little more creative, a little more better, right? So yeah, Bamford on penalties right now. I think it might work out against West Brom. Leeds are attacking side, right? Yeah, not the worst option, right? But if you have Vardy or Salah or maybe even Son, maybe reconsider about Bamford. Extreme, but I won't say Bamford captaining is the worst thing that anyone has suggested to me this week. So yeah, Extreme, no problem with that. Sanjay says, I'm sorry. Sanjay says, what a disappointing weekend. Yeah, me too. I did have above average point though, Sanjay. So how was your week? So yeah, if Captain blanks, right, it's already easily a very bad game week. So yeah, Sanjay, I hope Salah delivers this week. Hamu says, Justin Reese, Eiling, Robo. Who would you start? I would start Justin against Crystal Palace. Reese. So yeah, Hamu. One of the things I'm not sure about this, right? I'm not sure. I don't have a perfect source, but one of our viewer MSK said that Reece James and Chilwell won't start this week. So I'm not sure. So do make your resources on the internet. I'm not very sure. I don't own them right now. So Hamu, yeah. Until the deadline, do check on that if Reece James and Chilwell are fit to start or not. So if Reece James won't start, I think the question is already answered there. So Eiling also against West Brom, fine. Robo against Newcastle. I think I would play. Yeah, I think though, but still, I think I'll just play Justin Eiling and Robo from my team. Hamu. Yeah, I would do that. Bench Reece James. Sorry about that. Mo says, be honest with you. I have Ben Johnson on my bench. Who is Ben Johnson? Let me just check. I think he scored. Yeah, Ben Johnson scored, I guess. Did he? Let me check. One of the players scored. Yeah, Ben Johnson scored. Yeah. Ben Johnson on my bench. He plays as a winger and score a goal. He's a defender on FPL 3.9. Maybe he can get starts now. I'm not sure, but I think, yeah, one thing that commentator said was Ben Johnson is a West Ham player since age 7, and it was his first ever goal for West Ham United in this game week. Last game week, it was his first ever goal. So, Mohd, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I don't have a lot of information about him. Maybe let's see one more game week, because now, yeah, 3.9. He does look good. He's a defender, and where was he playing, man? He did score. I do remember. I think it was a header or something. It was an equalizer. I do remember that. 90 minutes. But still, I think it's too early to get on him, I guess. Let's just wait one more game. If you have him more, maybe just leave him there for now, right? Let's see if he plays. I just don't know. I don't have a lot of information on him, so I can't suggest him to you. Mohd, I'm very sorry about that. So, yeah, if you have him, just leave him there, and let's hope he does play, I guess. So, yeah. Extreme says Vardy is a baller, bro. An underrated striker, a very underrated striker. I do appreciate that guy, but injuries, right? Injuries, a lot of injuries. Vardy, Ings, Lallana, very good players, always injured though. Mood says, which team have the best chance to get clean sheet for double game week besides Leeds and West Ham? I wouldn't say a lot. Like, Southampton is one of the team, right? After West Ham, maybe not even Leeds. Like, Leeds leave themselves open so many times, right? So West Ham is probably the best one, and maybe after Leeds, if you think it's Leeds, after that I think it should be Southampton. So let me just check Southampton's McCarthy. Now, I think I'll lean towards them. And maybe in the double game weeks, if you don't want a player who's playing 2 games, right? Like, it does not have to be player who has to be playing double game week. If it's that kind of team, you should go for Man City or Spurs. Spurs faces, I think, Sheffield in game week 19 for the double game week, but they don't have 2 games, right? But still, they can keep a clean sheet there. And I'm not sure who De Bruyne. Let me just see about De Bruyne. Who Man City face in game week 19. So Crystal Palace, yeah, they can be a clean sheet too, Mod. So yeah, if you want a player for double game week who just keeps a clean sheet and does not play double game weeks, it might be you might want to go for Spurs asset, right? Dyer or these kind of Davies, these kind of regular players, because they play Sheffield. Or also maybe go for, I don't know, De Bruyne defender. I mean, Man City defenders, Diaz or Cancelo looks nailed on since now Kyle Walker has the COVID virus, right? So yeah. Except for that, I think if you have West Ham and Leeds, maybe try for Southampton's, the Vestergaard or Walker Peters or McCarthy, these kind of players. And yeah, please, if you're watching this, if you're new, please do subscribe. That will help the channel a lot. Thank you so much. Sang says, bro, should I bring Che Adams in place of Wilson? I think Che Adams missed a pretty silly chance last time, right? And a lot of are kind of frustrated with him. I think it's just too early now. Already people kind of removed Wilson and Mope and these kind of players for Che Adams now, and it's just been one game and they have already lost the patience with them. So come on, you have to be kind of patient, right? So yeah, not having Ings means more chances for Che Adams. So maybe wait if you are a Che Adams owner and watching this video. In place of Wilson. And is Taylor a good option for this week? Yes, of course. And I personally bought Taylor for this and other game week, not especially for the double game week, right? Not for these game week, but again, it was like a bonus point for me. Like, these 2 fixtures kind of look good. I felt like they might keep a clean sheet. I'm not sure, right? But still, defensively, Burnley don't look bad at all. They don't. So that is one of the reasons I bought Taylor for these 2 particular fixtures and not the double game week. But again, they have Burnley have double game week, so it is a plus point for me. So yeah, Taylor, not a bad option. Go for him. So also, what if downgrade Grealish to Son? That's not a downgrade. And bring in Vardy in place of Kane for double game week. Yeah, I think a lot of people are thinking of this now, removing Kane for Vardy. A lot of them are. As I said, no problem with that. Do that. Vardy, lovely player, but the injury thing. Now, don't do it already. I guess he can easily get injured, right? The fixes are coming tough and fast, right? It's coming so fast right now. So easily, Vardy can easily get injured. So don't do that already, I guess. Maybe wait. Let's see if he gets benched or not this week. I'd want to see that too. So yeah, Vardy for Kane does not look bad. Would I do it? I wouldn't, because I have the transfer is I have to use that transfer somewhere else. As I said, I have to remove Kilman, Foster. As I said, I'm using the bench boost in game week 19. That means I'll have to have players that play. Now let me just show you. This is the team. This is what my team looks like. So I have to change Foster, Bissouma, and Kilman so that I can bench boost. So I have transfer that I need to use somewhere else already. So I can remove Kane for Vardy. if you can afford to use your transfer on already playing players, do that. I don't think Kane to Vardy is any kind of degrade or anything wrong with that. I think it's fine. Both on penalties, both have not both have double game week, but still, Vardy, do go for that. I don't see a problem with that. And Grealish to Son, I have thought about it, but that kind of destroys my plan. I can't afford him. That is the reason I can't bring Grealish for Son. Maybe let's see. I can do if Grealish to Rashford. I might do that. I'm not sure yet. I'll talk about my plan in a while. I'll just get to your questions first, and when I get a free time, I'll talk about my team in a while. But for now, I think you might also want to look at Rashford if you don't have enough money for Son. That's what I think. Yeah. And yeah, Sagnik, for this game week, Grealish to Son, not a problem. Go for it. I don't see a problem there. But I personally am waiting for one more game week as I don't want to make any hurried decision. So yeah, I'm just trying to be patient with Grealish. Like on pitch, he looks good. He looks too good. Very involved, super involved, right? But still, he's not like directly involved as of now. So I want that. And the fixtures are also turning difficult, right? For Grealish, I got him for super cheap price. I think for 7.1 or some that kind of price. And now he's already, I think 7.8, I guess, right? So 7.8. If I sell him, it will be kind of difficult for me to get him back. So yeah, I'm kind of being patient with Grealish, Sagnik. So the logical thinker says, thoughts on Martinelli for this game week? Yeah, Arsenal assets, man. Arsenal assets. One game and everyone is trying to get them in. I don't think it's a problem to get in Martinelli. Let me just check his price though. Martinelli. 4.9, so cheap. So cheap. Yeah. Gets injured a lot though. No problem with that. But would I do that? I personally wouldn't do that yet. Right? No problem with that though. He's so cheap. Only 4.9. Let's hope he does not get injured. Yeah, no problem with Martinelli. If you are one of those trying to look for the Arsenal, yeah, Martinelli 4.9 looks fine to me. 0.5 selected. Fixtures are good. Maybe this might work out, but still, he looks so fragile on the pitch, you know. He just looks like he'll get injured anytime. Like, yeah. But the quality is there in Martinelli. Nope, I won't argue with that. So it might work out, Martinelli. It might. I won't say it's the worst choice. So yeah, maybe I think it should. I think you can wait with Arsenal assets, right? It's just one game that they've won, so yeah, maybe wait, I guess. Logical thinker. Still, Martinelli is not a bad option. So cheap. Sagni says, do you think Fabianski is nailed on for double game? Of course. Fabianski keepers don't get rotated enough. I mean, often, you know. So yeah, Fabianski is rotated. You don't have to worry about that. Or should we consider cheaper goalkeeper of some other GK? Yeah. If you don't have money for Fabianski, now we all know that the best double game week fixture defensively is for West Ham. We all know that, right? So I personally have got two West Ham defenders, Cresswell and Kufal, for that reason. Now, I felt like I should not be tripling up with Kufal, Cresswell, and Fabianski. It just looks kind of destructive to me, right? Now, if they concede, I think it's a lot of point lost there. So, if you don't have money for Fabianski, maybe go for the Southampton keeper, right? And or maybe go for Johnston. Now, as I said, I was like super surprised why everyone was trying to get Johnston in their team. Now, one thing I heard from Carragher yesterday against Liverpool was Johnston is a keeper with the most saves in the Premier League this season. So I did not know that stat. So yeah, Johnston, McCarthy, those might work out. No problem with that either. Sagnik. James says, I'm thinking of going triple Leeds for double game week as they are so attacking. Yeah, no problem. I'd want to know who are the triple players, right? I think it will be Bamford, Dallas, and Rafinha in most managers' team. If you are tripling on Leeds players, right? So Bamford looks like an essential now because of the penalties. Now, for at least for upcoming games, right? At least for upcoming games, he looks like an essential choice, right? West Brom, Brighton, Southampton, these are good fixtures, man. So yeah, maybe, right? If Bamford is nail on penalties, yeah, why not? Triple Leeds, it does not sound bad to me, to be honest. So Anshul says, according to you, who has been the best player in the Prem this season? That's a tough one. You can't put those kind of things at me. I don't know. I'm not sure, man. I'm sorry, Anshul. I don't know. Do I have anyone I feel like this is the best? This guy is doing the best. I don't know. Fernandez has been good, but I wouldn't go as far as saying the best. Like, there are players, right? There are players who has been carrying their team. Like, if you look at Vardy, he has been carrying his entire team, right? Like, as I said, I was having this conversation with Ram Cordell, and he kind of pointed this out, right? How Vardy is at least involved in every goal, 80% of the thing that Leicester does, Vardy is involved. So, I wouldn't call the best of the season, but still, Vardy Fernandez, these players are super important to their team. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's so difficult. It's just difficult to point the best on shoot, I guess. I don't know. I can't be that biased, I guess. Uh, Steven says, uh, I've been building a team for the blank game week. My free hit is gone. Okay, it's going well. This will only be the second week that I have not taken hits. Steven, yeah, be patient with your team and don't play around a lot with your players or your captainship. That will kind of backfire in the longer term. So Steven, yeah. Extreme says, bro, my team Martinez, Kufal. Okay, Martinez, Kufal, Dallas, Taylor, Diaz. Defense looks fine. Martinez against Chelsea. Midfield, Pulisic. Pulisic now, I was kind of asked about Pulisic, right? And my opinion on Pulisic is fine. He's a good player. The dribbling and everything, the build up, he's like super involved in everything for the Chelsea team. But you don't get FPL points for dribbling. You don't get FPL points for beating defenders, right? You need attacks and you need assists and scores, right? That is what we need from the FPL players. So that is my opinion on Pulisic right now. Unless he starts scoring and assisting, I'm not looking at Pulisic at all right now. Maybe Mount might be a better option because he's on set pieces and he's cheaper and he's playing 90 minutes. So maybe Mount might be a good player, right? Pulisic, maybe I think I would wait on Pulisic, I guess. But if you already have him, let's hope he does good. Pulisic, KDB, Salah, Rafinha, attack, Vardy, Bamford, captain. Thoughts, bro? Yeah, if you have Vardy and Salah and captain Bamford, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not thinking like everyone should play this game like their way, right? Their own thinking, right? I'm not saying Bamford captainship might not work out, but still, you have Vardy there. Maybe think twice, I guess. I think if this was my team, I think I would go for Vardy if you do not want to captain Salah. I don't know if you're a Man United fan or I don't know Liverpool hater or something. Yeah, if you don't want to captain Salah, I think I would go for Vardy. So Bamford also might work out. So yeah, extreme. Best of luck. Uh, where was I? Where was the question? I lost the questions. I'm very sorry. Yeah. Uh, where was I? Subkaran says Vardy plus Son or Rashford plus Keane or Mane plus Walcott for the double game week. Vardy plus Son or Rashford plus Keane. Mane plus Walcott. I wouldn't go for Mane plus Walcott. Though Mane could be a big differential, but I wouldn't go for Mane, Subkaran. I mean, I wouldn't go for Walcott. Mane is fine. I wouldn't go for Walcott. Vardy plus Son does not look bad either. Rashford plus Kane. I think I would lean towards Rashford plus Kane, I guess. Rashford double game week. Yeah. Right, but both of the options looks good to me. Yeah, the first two options, both of them looks good. I don't see a lot I can differentiate on, right? Because Vardy also on penalty, Kane also on penalties, right? And Son also has one game week, but still Vardy is a better option. It looks like to me if he does not get injured and plays both of the game. Vardy and Son looks like a strong option to me. Yeah, Subkan. Yeah. Because of how Son looks better than Kane in a physical matter right now, because he looks way more explosive and hungry than Kane right now. Kane just looks like he doesn't care right now, or he's like too fatigued. That's what I'm trying to say. As of recent performance, I think it should be Vardy and Son to me if Vardy does not get injured and plays every game, right, Subkaran? So yeah, that's my opinion on it for now, Subkaran. Already have Fernandez and Salah. Yeah, that does not matter. It does not matter as long as you can afford the players. Like having Fernandez and Salah does not matter. Okay, but you already have Rashford. So yeah, I think if you go for Vardy and Son, yeah, it would be a better coverage there. Yeah, I think yeah, go for Vardy and Son. I guess Sukaran, yeah, just because of the coverage. Yeah. There's no problem with having Fernandez and Rashford though. They are the one that's running the team. The Fernandez, Martial, and Rashford are the ones that get super involved in everything that Man United does. So Subkaran, yeah, I don't see a lot of problem having both Fernandez and Rashford in the team. Mirza says KDB and McTominay. No. Out for Son and Madison. Oh, out for Son and Madison. Now, Madison -8. Nah, I wouldn't do this. Mirza, I wouldn't do this. I'm sorry. Yeah, I wouldn't do this personally. Taking hit for KDB against Everton. No. I wouldn't do this for now. Removing McTominay for Madison and Son, it is an improvement, It is an improvement to have Madison, but still, Madison could be an injury problem to you. If I'm bringing in Madison and it is for double game week, right? I think I'll just do it just before the double game week. I wouldn't do it already right now. because like he is such an injury prone player. I think he kind of pulled something during the game also. This week I did watch that match, right? So I don't think it was something anything like serious, but still he is very injury prone player, Mirza. So I wouldn't do that. -8 is a lot. Nah, just wait one more game week. KDB against Everton is not that bad of a fixture. Yeah, KDB is frustrating, but still it's KDB after all. Anshul says, uh, did you know Thiago Alcantara is on the verge of coming back into Liverpool lineup against Newcastle? I'm not really sure about that, but I think I read that Thiago won't be fit for this game week. I had a long list of Liverpool players. I did read their article. Martip is injured. Thiago Alcantara. There's some Thiago. I think he has started training, right? But still, I'm not looking at Thiago at all as an FPL asset. So Anshul, yeah, he's not as attacking. He plays very deep. That's what I'm trying to say, Anshul. So Pratik says, planning to bring in Man City defense, so saving 2 transfer for game week 18. Game week 18, because I already used free hit, and I guess I will use -8 hit in game week 19. Any suggestion? So, are you trying to bring Pratik? When are you trying to bring the Man City assets? Are you just going to bring them this game week or in upcoming game week? So Pratik, I don't think bringing in Man City is a problem. Diaz is the one. Like, if there's a Man City asset you want to bring in, right, Pratik, I would easily go for Diaz, not even Cancelo, because after Walker comes back in that team, right? Now Mendy was not even in the left back position in last lineup, right? I was like surprised about that. I just don't know what Pep's thinking is whenever it comes to picking the lineup. Like, you have perfectly 2 good left backs, right? You have Zinchenko, you have Mendy, and he plays Ake there. So like that is a very big problem with the Man City team, right? You are always in the risk of missing out on players. But I think if you are planning for the Man City defense, just go for Diaz. He looks the most nailed on. Now he can also be rotated, right? He's not rotation proof. No one is rotation proof except for Ederson in that Man City team. So Pratyuk, yeah, if you are one of those trying to get in a Man City defender, go for Diaz. Just go for him. He just looks super nailed on. Maybe until if you are one of those taking punt for Man City defense, until Kyle Walker returns, maybe go for Cancelo. But I think Diaz looks like the more obvious option for me, Pratyuk. Uh, Mira says, or KDB for Sun -4. That might work out. But again, as I said, this should be KDB is such a difficult one, you know. I don't know. I can't suggest people to get rid of KDB. It just does not feel right to me, you know. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right at all. Maybe just leave KDB out. I mean, leave KDB in your team for this last game week. Everyone who is watching this, maybe if you have had enough of, KDB, and you are fine of not having KDB for Everton and Chelsea game, maybe if you remove him, if you feel like he can't perform against Everton and Chelsea, remove him this game week, or maybe just wait one more game week for KDB. Yeah, it's just difficult to like KDB for Son this game week, right, Mirza? I think that's an improvement looking at the fixture, right? But still, it's KDB. It's difficult, man, Mirza. Yeah, so I think it should be your call, Mirza. Uh, if you want to leave him in your team for this last one more game week, maybe just leave him there. But still, KDB for Son, it looks like an improvement for this game week. Steven says, my plan is to have a team of 10 or 11 for the blank. Fine. Then I'll use the second wild card for double game week. You want to use that already. No problem with that. Like, it's your team, right? Then I will use my last chip in the next double. That's the bench boost. So you are out of chips already. Would I do that? I think you should be patient with it, I guess. My plan is to have a team of 10 or 11 in the blank. It's fine. 10 or 11, I think it's a good one, because I've seen a lot of managers kind of just playing with, 7 or 8 kind of players, because they don't have free hit chip, or they don't want to use free hit chip for some reason, right? And they are playing with 7 or 8 players for blank game week, and maybe using some chip in game week 19. So second, Steven, I'm not saying this is a bad idea. I'm getting where you're getting at, right? Because you are bringing in 11 players for blank game week and using a wild card so that you can have maximum players for the double game week, right? And you are using your bench boost in next double. Then I will use my last chip in the next double. That's the bench boost. Yeah, I think no problem with that. Let's hope, like, this is a long season, right? And it's even getting longer because of the coronavirus. and the congested fixtures, and this Lampard, Mourinho, all of these managers playing mind games, right? It's gonna be a long season, so I personally wouldn't recommend to use your wild card already unless you have to, right? Unless it's like super emergency, you don't have players to play with. I think I would want to save my wild card. I personally wouldn't use it already. That's what I'm trying to say, Steven. So maybe just think again about using your wild card this early. That's what I'm trying to say, Steven. Be patient. That's what I'm trying to say. So Pratik says you are from Nepal. Didn't knew that. Namaste from a subscriber from Zappa. Pratik, thanks so much. Yeah, I'm from Nepal, and thank you so much for your subscription. Thank you so much. Yeah, and anyone, if you are new watching this, do subscribe. That will help the channel a lot. Thank you so much. So Mirza says Captain Son. Yes, no problem with that, Mirza. As I've said, Son, Vardy, Kane, Salah, very good options. Go with them. Uh, so Albiaz says hi. Thank you, Albiaz, for joining in. Gonzalez says hi. What do you think about Everton's defense? Now they have been keeping clean sheet though. Let me see. Holgate. Keane. One of our viewers did have Keane in their team, and I was like kind of surprised, but they are kind of keeping. Yeah, he had Keane somewhere right here. Yeah, I do remember that. And I was like kind of surprised why he had that, but still, he like Everton. I just don't rate them actually, to be honest, because I did not have good experience with them. Like I did have Dinya in my team for a very long time, in the beginning of the season, and they were like conceding sloppy goals. Pickford can be sloppy. Like in a good day, Pickford can be a very good player. He can be Oliver Kahn, or he could be Casillas and all that stuff. But still, he kind of makes, I don't know, stupid kind of mistakes, and that kind of costs the team the clean sheet. And I'm not very super thrilled about the idea of having Everton defenders, right? But as of recent, in this game week, I kind of noticed that they have been keeping clean sheets now. Man City, West Ham, they can be clean sheet against West Ham, I guess. Wolves maybe, but still, I wouldn't though. I personally wouldn't, unless you want to get players like Holgate to kind of manage the budget in your team, like the cheaper player, to just so you can manage the budget, right? Gonzalez. If you want to do that, I don't see a problem. Still, Everton defense is still a better option than I don't know, West Brom defense, or I don't know, the Fulham defense. Everton defense is still a better option, Gonzalez. But still, I think there are better players for those kind of price range, right? I could get Taylor for 4.5, and Holgate is already 4.8. So why wouldn't I get Taylor? I could get Dallas for 4.6. Why wouldn't get Dallas instead of Holgate? So that's what I'm trying to point out, Gonzalez, right? Yeah. So that's my opinion on the Everton defense for now, Gonzalez. Besides says, bro, send my team in your Instagram, please review it. Okay. So I have few teams here. I'm looking for Bisal. So this will take a little bit of time. I'm very sorry about that. So I have uh two teams here. So there's no Bisal in my Instagram DM here. I'm sorry. Uh, Bisal, just so what is your Instagram name? I'd want to know that. There's no, I don't see a team here. So I do have two team. One is from Fazli. One is from Beginner. So is that your? So yeah, I think it's this is of Bisal. So yeah, let me download this already. I hope this is yours. Beginner is Bisal, I guess. So yeah. If you want your team review, yeah, please do feel free to send your team in the Instagram. It's in the description and also on the screen. So this is the team for Bishal. This is what the team look like for this game week, right, Bishal? So yeah, this is what his team looks like. I hope you guys are seeing it. Cresswell, Dallas, Taylor, Pope, Son, Grealish, Fernandes, De Bruyne, Adams, Vardy, Watkins. Yeah, a pretty mainstream team. Nothing out of the blue. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, why do I feel like I've already seen this team? Because Martinez, Pope, I think I've already seen these teams. I don't know. I feel like that. Crystal Kufal, I think I've already seen I've already reviewed this team, Vishal. Yeah. The team, I've talked about this team. Yeah, Vardy captainship. I think I've talked about this team. It's Pratik's team. I'm sorry. I'm super sorry about that. Vishal, yeah, this is your team. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about that. So yeah, this is Bisal's team. The midfield looks good. Fernandez, Son. Salah, Grealish, Ryan. So yeah, Ryan is. It just looks like basically he's been replaced now. His price is dropping. He's not playing. So yeah, Calvert-Lewin benching. Now I don't know. Like my first instinct was also to bench Calvert-Lewin for Kufal this game week, right? But again, he's Calvert-Lewin. Like, would I want to bench him? I don't know. It does not look. It does not look natural to me. Justin fine, Robertson fine. I think it's about time you get rid of Wilson also. But also it depends on what your plan is, Bisal, right? For gaming 18 and 19. So Rafinha is fine. The team looks super fine to me. Yeah, Rafinha also, like, he did not return points, I guess, but still, he's if you watch the game, Rafinha does look very involved in the game, right? So if you are one of those trying to get in Rafinha, I see no problem according to what I've seen in these recent games, right? Rafinha looks good to me, Bisal. Yeah, the team looks fine to me. Chelsea, Chilwell. Now, yeah, Bisal, as I said, now one of our viewer kind of mentioned that Chilwell and Rhys James might not feature this game week. And I don't have a lot of information on that, so do check out about that on the internet before the deadline, so you can make your team decisions. But the team looks fine to me though. And there's no, like, as I said, there's no perfect formation, and it's not necessary that you have to have three defenders. You can also play with four defenders if you are confident with it. So there's no problem with having four defenders in your backline. So yeah, the midfield looks superb to me. Right? Maybe it's time for Grealish. I don't know. Let's see what happens with Grealish. But if he keeps on performing, no problem with having Grealish either. So yeah, the team looks fine. Captainship Salah. I think you can't go safer than that. You can argue between Salah and Son, I guess. But still, yeah, the team looks fine to me. Yeah. Bishal, yeah, the team looks good. Steven said Mason Mount is the main man at Chelsea and he will get points versus Aston Villa. It's possible that he will be on penalties now too, since Jorginho lazily missed last one. Yeah, as I said, Mount on set pieces like is kind of tempting to me, super tempting to me, and he's playing full 90 minutes. Now let me just show you Mount's minutes that he's playing right now. And like Lampard, we already know that Lampard loves Mount, right? Now just look at these minutes. Just look at this minute, the consistency. Like he has been playing every minute. And now point returns might not be as you know attempting, but still he's just 6.9, so I don't think you can ask a lot. Like you can ask what Bruno and Salah returns, right? Because the price point is different, but still he's on free kick. And just so you know, one thing I kind of found out was that Chelsea is the team with the most goals from corner this season. So the commentator said that, so I guess that is it. So yeah, and Mount takes corners for the team, for the Chelsea team, not Chilwell anymore. So Mount for also double gaming does not look bad. Like if I don't have money for Madison or these kind of players, right? If I want to remove Grealish, I might just bring in Mount for Fulham and Leicester away. So that is one thing I'm kind of thinking of, but I don't want to make any kind of hurried decision, right? As I said, I won't argue Steven. I don't know if he's the main man or not, but still, he is a good FPL asset. That's what I think, Steven, for his price point and the fixtures, right? These two fixtures. So I might remove Grealish. Let's see how Grealish performs this week. If it's convincing enough, maybe I'll leave him there. If not, maybe I'll bring Mount there. Let's see. A lot to be discussed and yeah, planned. Tariq says, I have a dilemma with Ings injured. My other two strikers are Bamford and Adams. Also have 0 0.5 in the bank. I have a dilemma with Ings injured. So do you have, Tariq? Do you still have Ings in your team? Because I think Ings. What I read recently is Ings, Vestergaard, Redmond are doubt for Fulham game. So that's what I read. Right, Tariq? So yeah. Uh, do you still have him? If you are planning to bring him, don't. Adams and Bamford, it's fine, no problem with that. It's fine, just leave him there. Don't be so impatient. Now Bamford is like easily very good, right? Because he's on penalties now too. Let's hope he's nailed on. And Adams is just one game like he had a bad one, so wait for it. Just wait for it. And uh, FPL Penguin says hi. And yeah, everyone who's watching this, do watch, check out FPL Penguins channel. Like it's great FPL channel, like very fun to watch. Good informations, always fun to watch. Do join his channel, do subscribe, do check out his channel. Yeah, great guy. Yeah, Maud says, who do you think will finish top 4? I'm getting this question again. I kind of got this question from Susant, I guess, from last week also. I don't know who's gonna finish there. I'm probably sure Liverpool will be there, right? I don't know if there will be any surprising team, because looking at the performance right now, as of recent, right now, Liverpool is the only team looks super good right now, even without the first 11 players. They are playing without Van Dijk and all these players with all the injuries, and their performance still looks so good. So I'm pretty sure like Liverpool should be in that list, right? But after that, it's kind of, I don't know. Chelsea might be there. Like comparing Chelsea and Spurs' performance, like although Chelsea don't win sometimes, but still the Chelsea performance is way better than how Spurs play. Like Spurs, the game approach is just too negative, right? Now it's not the same with Lampard. Like he loves playing attacking football. Yeah, he might lose here and there, but still he loves playing attacking football. So Chelsea might be there, Liverpool might be there. Maybe there might be a surprise team there. I don't know. I don't know if Ings return. Southampton might be there. I don't think Southampton will be in the top four, but maybe in the if they get in the Europa League section, right? I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, I'm not pretty sure. More, yeah. Uh, FPL Penguin says I'm captaining Salah this week. I'm captaining Salah too. It just looks safer to me, right? Since he blanked last week and he looks way more hungry than Kane. So I'm just leaving. Salah to do his work for this game week. FPL Penguin. Yeah. And thank you for joining in so much, FPL Penguin. Albert says, is Fabianski a good option since he has two favorable matchups coming up? I think for double game week, it's not that bad. Now let me just check. I don't know if I want for these upcoming two games. Southampton, Everton. No. Not for these two game weeks. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the name. But see, what I'm trying to say is playing against Southampton and Everton not easy at all. These are very good attacking team, one of the best in the leagues right now. Not these super threatening as Man City or Liverpool, but still looking at, like, you are comparing the, just look at the team depth, so you can't compare them, but still with what they have, they are still one of the best attacking sides. So no, for upcoming two games, no, but for double game weeks, yes. That's my opinion on Fabianski. Extreme says, how about Messier from Leeds as Meslier? So yeah, no problem with that either. I think he's 4.6 right now, right? Meslier, I don't see a lot of clean sheet. Now, one reason, right? Now, extreme, one thing that differentiates Dallas and Meslier and or Eiling or Meslier is, now I'm not expecting a lot of clean sheet from the Leeds defender, but they are so attacking. I'm always expecting for the attacking return. Now that's not the same with Meslier, like Meslier is not gonna assist for you. He's not gonna score for you, but Dallas can. Dallas, if Dallas does not keep a clean sheet, he can give you attacking return. So that is the reason I have a Leeds defender here. But it's not the same with Meslier, Now just so you know, these 7 and 5 points, these are not from clean sheets. These are attacking returns. So and I'm fine with that, If he just keeps a clean sheet with these attacking returns, it's easily 12, 13 points. But it's not the same. It's not the same for Meslier. You are buying Dallas for 4.6 and you are buying Meslier for 4.6. You can just see the contrast there, right? Extreme. That's what I'm trying to prove. So it's kind of a different. I'm not saying it's the worst option, right? They might keep a clean sheet here and there, but still, I wouldn't like rely on it. So that's what I'm trying to say. Extreme. So Ivan says, yeah, code don't work. Yeah, so I think a lot of them were kind of confused about the code on the screen, right? That's FTQIN0. I don't think it's a big O. I think it's 0 and A. So yeah, please do try that. I'm very sorry. I also don't know what the code is, to be honest. I think that's a big O. I mean, I think that's a 0 and not a big O. So yeah, Evan. Uh, Sagnik says, I'm sending you my team plan. One, I have to bring in Fabianski in place of Button, Kane Vardy in forward, and get rid of Wilson. Also, Taylor for a non-player done. Get Rafinha in place of KDB. So much. Let me just check already, Sagnik. Your team. So this is what his team looks like. So, Sagnik. Let me just do this already. Yeah. So this is what Sagnik's team looks like right now. So Sagnik's plan is to use, I think, bench boost in game week 19, right, Sagnik? So he's going to use bench boost in 19. So yeah, if you want to get some ideas from his team, feel free to do that. So this is Sagnik's team. So what he's saying is basically to bring Fabianski in place of Button, right? Because obviously West Ham defense has the most favorable fixture in the double game week, so no problem with that. In for Button, Kane or Vardy in forward, and get rid of Wilson also. Taylor for a non-playing player. Taylor for Don, right? Get Rafinha in place of KDB. Yeah, I think that's an improvement. Yeah. Now basically what you are doing is removing De Bruyne and Wilson so that you can have Salah. I mean, you can have a Son. Uh, you can have Vardy or Kane in there. I think that's an improvement. Yeah, I think you should go for Vardy Sagnik, right? But again, he's an injury risk. So for these upcoming games, I would go for Kane, right? Because Fulham and Leeds, very good fixtures, right, Sagnik? But again, for the double game week, I think Vardy should be a better option. But again, he's so fragile, he could get injured. Like I do like a plan, like button for Fabianski, no problem with that, no problem. I already have double up on West Ham defenders, right? Cresswell and Kufal. So Fabianski, no problem with that. Uh, Romeo done. Yeah, I think this is fine, Sagni. Yeah, no problem with your plan. No problem with your plan, right? But it's between Son and Vardy for you. So maybe don't make any kind of transfer now. Transfer for now if you are confused, if you are not sure. So that is for me too. I don't know. I'm not very sure if I want to remove Grealish for Son or Grealish for Rashford or just leave Grealish there and bring James for Kilman. I just don't know. I just don't know right now. So that is why I'm saving my transfer. I'm not going to do anything this game week. As I said, for this game, if you don't make the transfer, the disadvantage is the price rise, right? There will be some price rises and you'll miss out on players, but that's fine. It's better than to make wrong decisions. That will hurt you in a longer term. So, Sang, just be patient with Kane and the Vardy decision, I guess. So, yeah, the team looks fine though, Sang. I do like where you are headed. That's what I'm trying to say. Bringing in Fabianski is not a bad option at all, at all. So, yeah. How much time do we have left? So we still have 1 hour. So yeah, we can chill and get to everyone's question. We still have 1 hour, right? So 7:15. It's 6:10 right now. So yeah, we still have 1 hour. So yeah, where was I? Sagnik. Mood says it's great to see you take time to explain everyone question and you don't miss out anyone question. Yeah, I try and do that. Now I was kind of free today, so I decided let's do a 3 hour stream. So yeah, Mood, thank you so much for appreciating that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mood. Sagnik says, looking at my team for gaming 16 changes, do you think should I make -4 is okay for me? Please see the team answer. Yeah. As I said, for this, don't take like ridiculously a lot of hits, right? I don't know, -12 or something without any kind of justifying reasons, right? Don't do that. That will just hurt you a lot. Maybe -8, no problem with that. Like -8 is kind of fine. I don't see a problem with that, right? But when you go to -12 or I don't know, over that, right? Maybe think twice. That's what I'm trying. Because when you do that, when you take a lot of hits, more than making your team better, you are destroying your team. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, -4, I think no problem. Like a little bit of risk is always fine. So James says, should I cap Mane or Salah? I think Mane could be a very good differential, James, because I did watch that match, right? And Mane looks super involved in that game. As I said, he could have easily had a hat-trick in that game, and Robertson also looks super involved. So if you are one of those trying to bring in Mane or Robertson, I think as of recent performance, I don't see a problem there, James. I just don't see it. Subkaran says, would you captain Spurs asset or Salah this week? Subkaran, I'm captaining Salah. I also have Kane in my team, but I'm captaining Salah because, as I said, Kane just looks tired, very tired, and I wouldn't be kind of surprised if gets rotated, right? But again, without Kane, Spurs don't function. So yeah, like there's no wrong answer, Subkaran. That's what I'm trying to say. But I just don't like the way that Kane and Spurs entirely look as a team in last game week. So Salah looks way more hungry. That is one of the reasons I'm captaining Salah. Subkaran. Hamu said, Grealish to Madison. Not a bad option for double game week, Hamu, right? But Madison can be injury risk. That is the problem. So if it's for double game week, I think I would wait. I'll just play Grealish for now. Hamu. Mood says, just said he won't miss out on any question, and he basically missed mine. Check instead helping with my team. Thank you. I'm very sorry. Did I miss your team? I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, Fazli. I think Sept. It's Fazli, right? Is it Fazli? I think it's Fazli. Yeah, save image. So yeah, here's your team. This is what your team looks like, Fazli. So yeah, and if you are new, please do subscribe. That will help the channel a lot. Thank you so much. So this is what your team looks like for now. Rango. So this is your team, right? I hope this is a team. So there are some teams without proper name right now in my team. So in my Instagram DM, so I kind of get confused. So Alioski, I think Alioski's price is also rising to 4.5 soon. I think for 4.4 with the double game week, I think Alioski is one of the last defender left for that kind of price range. So you might want to get hands on him too if you are targeting those kind of players. McCarthy, Taylor. What is your plan though? So it looks like you are also bench boosting in game week 19, looking at a bench. Yeah, Irfan, right? So Bamford, Vardy, Adams, Grealish. The forward looks fine. Yeah, the team looks balanced to me because you have a premium there in the forward too. Captain Fernandez this week, okay, not bad. Like Fernandez has been like super consistent, right? Uh, so James, Alioski, Taylor, De Bruyne, Fernandez, Son, Grealish, Bamford. Yeah, the team looks fine to me. No problem with that. Yeah, the team looks fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are doing a bench boost, right, for game week 19. Irfan, I think so. I hope this is your team because like your chat box name is different and there's a different name in Instagram and I kind of get confused, you know. So I'm very sorry about that. I hope this is your team. If not, please let me know in the chat box. I'll see the other team too. The team looks fine to me. James, let's hope James plays. Yeah, the team looks fine. Yeah. Uh, where was I? So Rune says, do you think Leicester will rest Vardy today? Yeah, that might happen. That might happen. There is this talk in the FPL community about maybe Vardy might be rested, right? Because of already, as I said, his injury issues, right? That might happen. So yeah, that might be a concern if you are a Vardy owner. But if he does play against Crystal Palace, like such a good fixture, you know. So uh, I also noticed that. Yeah, Irfan. So yeah, if that's not your team, please let me know in the chat box. And yeah, I'd want to know what your Instagram name is. Swam says Son to Bruno. No, no. With this game week, why would I want to do that? Like Bruno has been super consistent, right? But still, Son is playing against who the Fulham team. The Fulham can be difficult to play against. Like this, and I think I wouldn't do that. But still, it is an improvement, you know. Son to Bruno, Bruno on penalties, on free kicks, on corners, and like the talisman. Like yeah, I think it is an improvement. But again, okay. So I'm gonna just say this. This is an improvement, but I don't think this is a necessary transfer. So if you can afford it, do it, right? But I don't think this is a necessary transfer. So yeah. So MFC says, Albiazu says, is Ward-Prowse still a good option? Now, Albiazu, now I'm not going to go in detail about why I have Ward-Prowse there. I don't think he's the best option, but I bought him to manage the budget in my team, right? And it worked out. It worked out in a way that Ings got injured. Now that means Ward-Prowse is on penalties, and Ward-Prowse is on free kicks, and Ward-Prowse is on corners. So now that does make for that kind of price range. I think I got him for 6.1. He's now 6.3. So yeah, for now I think until Ings return, if he's on penalties, I think he is a good option. Why not? He plays deep, right? I do know that he does play deep, very deep in the game. But the thing about Ward-Prowse is he's on all kind of set pieces. So not having Vestergaard is kind of hurting Ward-Prowse because like come on, that tall guy is the one who gets everything in that air, you know. So aerial threat is Vestergaard, and he's kind of injured right now. That is kind of hurting Ward-Prowse's point returns. But still, he's on penalties for now, so I'm not too concerned for now. Albiazu. So, Manas says Martial for Watkins for -8. That might work out for a longer term. Yeah. -4. But still, I think Martial is one of the players that I'm looking at. Martial and Rashford, as I said, are the two players I am kind of looking at for now, right? Manas. So yeah, I think that's an improvement. Yeah, but he did get 3 assists, right? But still, as I said, the assists were not like the mind-blowing assists, like they were just kind of layoffs. So yeah, man, yeah, no problem with that, no problem. Do you have to take a hit though? You could wait one more game week. I think bringing in Martial for Watkins is an improvement though. Yeah, no problem with that. Uh, Utkarsh says all the best for the game week. Great going. Thank you, Utkarsh. Thank you so much for joining in. You have been such a great supporter to the channel. Thank you so much, and best of luck to you too, Utkarsh. Mood says Mood Fastly review. Yeah, I think I just did. I think you have said that it's your dad's team, is it? My dad team, by the way. Yeah, the team looks fine to me. The team looks good. I think you are using bench boost too. That's what I assume, right? Irfan. So yeah. Itali says, should I bring Salah in for Son and Carrot to Brewster to get that enough money for Salah? I think now it's Ali. I think it's definitely an improvement, right? And like I think you should do that. If it's not for it, I think that's a big improvement. Salah on penalties, and like Spurs like don't look good going forward. They just don't look like super intense going forward. I don't know. The game just don't look very attractive the way that Mourinho is lining up. So yeah, I think it's if it's not for a hit, maybe do that. Yeah, yeah. I might regret this, right? It's Ali because the upcoming two fixtures are very good for Son, and now there's been a lot of talk about how Son could be a very good asset for the game against Leeds, right? And I do agree with that because I do know that the Leeds defense, right? We do know how they play. So, and that was kind of exploited by the Man United, and that can easily be exploited by Spurs too. That can easily happen, right? It's Ali. But again, Salah is easily way more better option than Son. So yeah, Salah is a proven player. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I don't think it's a problem though. It's not a necessary transfer, but still, it's a big improvement bringing in Salah in your team. So yeah, do it. It's Ali, I think. Rune says, do you think Leicester will rest Vardy today? Rune, again, as I said, maybe. I'm not sure about that. That might happen, though. That might happen. Now, the games are coming so fast, like there's no, I just don't have enough time to look at all the articles and get all the press conference information. So before I used to have, I don't know, 4 5 days or week to get all the information. Now it's just literally 1 or 2 days to get all the information. So it kind of becomes difficult, right? So let's hope Vardy does not get rotated, I guess. So, but there is a chance of him getting rotated because of his injury issues. So, Tariq says, "What do you think of Watkins despite tough coming fixtures?" Yeah, as I said, I'm open to the idea of selling Watkins. Tariq, I don't own him, and I think I've not missed a lot, although I did not own him. So Watkins, one of the reason I thought was a very good option. Now this is what Watkins looks like. Now I did not have Watkins throughout all this period, and I don't miss him. So I'm open to the idea of selling him because the fixtures are also not getting any better for him, right? And the thing is, about Watkins is, as I said, I thought he was on penalties because he did take penalty. I do remember that, and for I think he was cheap, very cheap. Now he's 6.1. He was like very cheap when he was taking penalties. Now he's not on penalties. El Ghazi takes the penalties, so not as good option for me personally. So yeah, I'm very open to the idea of selling Watkins and maybe bringing in Che Adams or maybe Bamford, these kind of players. No problem with that, Tariq. That's my opinion. Uh, Aloha says Wilson, Konsa, or Kufal. Konsa, I think he will play full 90 because Mings got red carded, right? Uh, and yeah, House. I think his name is House, right? The center back. I think he has, as a defender, he has the most expected goal ratio for this game week. I think that's what I was looking at earlier, right? Uh, Wilson. Who is Wilson playing against? Liverpool, but he was rested full 90 minutes, right? Kufal against Southampton. Konsa against Chelsea. I think I'll play Wilson and Kufal. Uh, Muzamil. Yeah, I think I'll play just because I don't think Konsa is that bad of an option, but I think Chelsea needs to bounce back, right? And I'm pretty sure they will score. Konsa is an aerial threat though. Kufal against Southampton might keep a clean sheet. Like Southampton did not score last game week, but still Southampton is a very good attacking side. But still, I think if this was my team, I would be comfortable benching Konsa. I'm pretty sure Konsa will start since there's no Mings, right? Yeah, but Wilson, if there's anything coming for that Newcastle side, it should be from Wilson, and Wilson is on penalties. There's no way I'm benching Wilson. So it should be Wilson and Kufal for me. Yeah, Muzamil. Yeah. Sana says, check out my team. Theater of Dreams. I've done DCL to Vardy and Mings to Taylor. Yeah, that already looks like an improvement to me. Sana, I don't think even. Like let me just check though. Yeah, I think that's a very good improvement. I think yeah. DCL to Vardy. Like Vardy always injury risk, but I think you're fine with that. So no problem with it, right? So yeah, I don't see a team. I'm sorry, in the Instagram. Sana, Theater of Dreams. There's no such team in my Instagram. So yeah, very sorry about that. Sana, yeah. As I said, I think this is a very good improvement. In my opinion. So Vivek says De Bruyne and Mendy, and Mahrez need to get out of my team. Give me double game week targets. Okay, De Bruyne. If you are removing De Bruyne and want to bring in a player for double game week, if you don't have Fernandes, it should be Fernandes easily. Vivek, right? I don't know if you have Fernandes or not. Or if you already have Fernandes and you want a double game week player, if you want to go for an expensive type of player, right? Go for Rashford. I don't know if you have money for Mane or not. If not Mane, go for Rashford. Or if you want to drop down a little bit, go for Mount. If you even want to drop down a little bit, go for Bowen or Suchek, Vivek, for De Bruyne. And Mendy, I'd want to know which Mendy is this. Is this a goalkeeper? Is this a Leicester Mendy? Is this a Man City Mendy? So Vivek, yeah, I'd want to know that. And Mahrez need to go. Yeah, for Mahrez, as I said, go for there for Mahrez kind of price range. You could easily go for Mahrez. In place of Mahrez, go for Madison, Mount, these kind of players, right? And for De Bruyne price, go for Rashford, double game week. And for Mendy, I'd want to know which Mendy is that. Uh, so, I mean, how many questions do we have? Do we have a lot of questions? Yeah, I'll get to all the questions though. Don't worry. Albiazu says, would Leno be a good option considering the upcoming matchups? Yeah, maybe it might work out, you know. What is the price though? His price. If he's expensive than Martinez, I think he is. Leno, I'd wait though. 4.9. That's a good price. That is a good price for these fixtures. Yeah, that might work out. Yeah. Albial Zul. Yeah, I think that will work out. That work out. Yeah, it might. Maybe wait. Brighton playing against Brighton, not easy. Very attacking side, right? West Brom, good. Crystal Palace, Newcastle. Oof, this is a good one. I think Leno might work out for these three fixtures. Not against Southampton. Not easy to play against Southampton. Not easy to play against Brighton. West Brom, Crystal Palace, Newcastle. I see at least 2 clean sheet here. Maybe at least 2. If Arsenal don't become Arsenal again, right? I think yeah, Leno might be a good one. Yeah, I thank you for this option. I think I might also maybe look at these options for the blank game week. Yeah. Maybe Leno might work out. Victor says, help me out. ID got 2 fit. I want to form my team for Solly's bench boost. I'm sorry, I don't know ID. I can't look at the team with this. Please do send me in the Instagram. That will be way more easier, Victor. So team ID, I don't know how to do, how to check that out. I'm sorry, Victor. Please do that. Please do send it in the Instagram. It will be way more easier. Vivek says, can you do my team review? Need to seriously make transfer for double game weeks. Oh, okay. Vivek Thokri. Okay, accept. Uh, so this is Vivek's team. So yeah, I'm sorry this takes a little bit of time. Yeah, this is what Vivek's team look like right now. So I'm sorry about the quality, but I hope you guys can see. So Matip injured. Oh, Matip injured. Such a liability, Matip. Matip, Walcott, you have differential. And Maris, Cresswell is fine. I think we should play Cresswell this game week. But Matip against Newcastle looks fine to me too. Walcott. I'd want to play Cresswell though. Cresswell on direct free kicks, on corners, right? Maris. For transfer, yeah. I think for Maris, I think Mount and Madison should be it. If you can't upgrade, right? You need to have your own options, right? But I'll just give you vague transfer options, as I said. For Matip, I think Matip is 5.5. You can easily downgrade him to James, right? But you again have Chilwell, so I don't go for James. Yeah, go for Taylor. Yeah, go for Taylor. Do that. I think that is a way better option. Going for Taylor. Mendy. Ugh, Mendy not playing at all. So many liabilities, you know. Matip, Mendy, Walcott also might be a liability if Ings returns. Mahrez. So many transfers you have to do in such short notice for double game week. You'll have to take so many hits. Maybe don't do anything to Matip for now. Yeah, marriage. It's time. Marriage mainly it's such a liability. Yeah, remove marriage for Mount, maybe, cause on set pieces and playing full 90 minutes. Mendy to Taylor. Don't do anything to Matip for now. Just don't do. Let's hope he'll be available for double game week, right? Don't do anything to Matip because I think you have to use a transfer somewhere else rather than Matip right now. Foster to maybe go to Uh, yeah, Sagnik. So yeah, are you guys listening to me? So it was an electricity cut off. Very sorry about that. I don't know. It was electricity cut off. It was low setting, so it happens a lot in my area. So very sorry about that. I don't think I can get to everyone's question now. So if you are watching, please start writing your questions. I'll try and get to each and every one of them. We still do have time, right? We still have some minute, half an hour, about half an hour till the deadline. So yeah. So yeah, if you do have questions, please do write it on the in the chat box. Do feel free to do that. I'm so sorry for this inconvenience, right? It was because of the electricity cut off, as I said. So I don't know. I don't think I'm in the mood to stream anymore. Can you guys hear me? Uh, so sorry, very sorry. This is just so frustrating, you know. It's super frustrating to live in this country. I mean, like every time, every time, every time you plan to do something, there's no electricity. Like I don't know. I don't think I'm in a mood to stream anymore. But still, if you are watching this and if there's any question, please do feel free to write your questions in the chat box. I'll try and answer as many as I can. Right? Uh, yeah. This is just super frustrating though. Sagnik, yeah, the stream is on. Sagnik, but I don't think the viewers are there who ask the questions. As I said, please, feel free to write your questions in the chat box, or maybe if there are no more questions, I think I'd be happy to end the stream. Uh, or maybe yeah, do DM in the Instagram. I think it will be way more easier to answer the questions in the Instagram. I think so. Yeah, Vivek also says it was power cut there. Series also says there was a power cut. So yeah, it looks like it was power cut all over Kathmandu, I guess. I'm not sure. So yeah, there are some questions. I don't know if you are listening to it or not. I think I'll just go about and answer those. Right. Start Justin or Cresswell. I think I'll start Cresswell because of his set piece threats. Right. Uh, Salah captain against Newcastle. So Javier, I think I would captain Salah, not Son. Yeah, if I had Salah and Son, I think I would captain Salah. I'm so sorry about this stream. The way that it got interrupted, right? I can't do anything about this. It just this is the problem in my country. You know, a lot of power cuts, a lot of super frustrating to live here. Super frustrating. I don't know. I mean, I feel bad for the people who waited so long for their questions to be answered, right? And I couldn't answer it. So yeah, Javier was like completely spamming the chat box here. So I don't know if you are watching this, Javier. So yeah, just Captain Salah. I would Captain Salah. Uh, so James says, nice stream. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to stream anymore. Like the mood is gone, you know. I was in such a good flow, you know. Uh, such a frustrating thing. I don't know. I think I'll just end the stream, I guess. Sagnik, yeah, if there's anything you need to discuss, yeah, please. I think we can talk in Instagram too, or yeah. So that this is just my basically this is how my team will look like. I'll just Captain Salah. I'll just leave it there. I have a transfer. I'm not gonna use it, right? Uh, not having a midweek game also kind of is making things difficult, you know. Uh, so yeah, I think I'll just end this stream, right? Uh, let me look at the question. How many questions did I miss? Was it a lot? Where was I? I was reviewing, I think, Bishal's team, right? Bishal. Where is Bishal? So I don't even know where was I before the electricity cut, right? Let me just Son captain suggestion. Then yeah, just if there are any new questions, please do write it, and I'll try and reply it. I guess. Ashley, Grealish or DCL this game week? I think I'll play. This is a tough one. I don't like both of them Ashley, to be honest, right? But I think I'll just play. I think I should play Grealish. I mean Calvert Lewin. Yeah, Calvert Lewin is such consistent player, but he might be rested. That's that, like Ancelotti has said, there might be rotation risks, right? So I think Ashley, no, just go with Grealish. Yeah, I'd go with Grealish. Yeah, yeah, go with Grealish. Ashley. Miji says, how are you doing? I'm fine, Miji. Sorry for the absentees. Yeah, it's fine. Miji, hope you had a good game week. I wanted to try Captain Robertson, still considering, but I go with Salah. Say safe. Yeah, Miji. Best of luck to you too. I think you can be safer than you can go safer than Salah. I think you should captain Salah. Robertson is a huge risk, and not with that defense. I wouldn't captain Robertson with that defense, with that Liverpool defense. So yeah, Midzi. Best of luck to you too, and stay safe. And thank you for joining, Midzi. Thank you so much. So yeah, it should be Salah. Yeah. Ashley says thanks. You're welcome, Ashley. So yeah, I think I'll end the stream now. For this game week, this is pretty much it. Everyone, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Right. Uh, this is super frustrating. I can't do anything about this electricity problem. I was enjoying the stream. Until that, like I like as I said, I kind of feel bad for the people who waited so long for their questions to be answered, right? And I couldn't answer it. I guess I don't know how many questions I missed, but still, it does look like I missed a lot of them. Yeah, kid says yeah, Sukaran. I did miss a lot of questions. So yeah, no, Ankit, yeah, Ankit, thank you for the support. Thanks so much. Thank you so much. Mizzy says, okay, last question. I have Reece James and Grealish. Who should I bench? Yeah, Mizzy, as I said, one of our viewers did kind of mention about Reece James may be benched. Ristell and Chilwell may not feature this game week, so I'm not pretty sure about that, right, Mizzy? I don't know if Reece James will play or not, but that's one of the things that MSK kind of mentioned in the stream. So if you do have enough information about Reece James, if he does play, I don't think Reece James playing against Aston Villa is the worst thing. So I think I would play Reece James if he does play. Miji. Yeah. If Reece James is fit to play, I think I would play Reece James. Miji. So yeah, I think I'll end the stream now. Right. If there is any more question, please let me know in the chat box, or else yeah, I think I'll end it. So yeah, I'll just go through some questions though. Do you think Vardy as captain is a good pick? Yeah, go for Vardy. There is no problem with that. He could be a very good captainship this game week. Do you think Vardy? Yeah, Vardy, Son, my captain. No problem with Son either. Yeah, this is it. Now, yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. Ankit, James, Sagnik, Shires, everyone. Thanks so much for joining in. Sushant. I think I'll end the stream now. Let's hope there'll be no more power cuts in upcoming days, I guess. Right? So, yeah. Thank you so much. Best of luck. Stay safe. Bye bye.